Now, I know what you're thinking, because right now, I'm thinking the same thing. Actually, I've been thinking it ever since I got on the stream here. Why, oh why, didn't I take the blue pill? Oh, hello, Charky. Hello, Bag.
Hey, Cass. Hey,
Hey
Bag.
there. Hello.
Welcome, one and all. Welcome, viewers at home. Welcome to the Bag Game Hall of Fame, and welcome to Enter the Matrix Part 2. This is the second episode of Johnny Baghead's playthrough of Enter the Matrix for our channel. When we thank them graciously for not hacking us this time, for not hacking into the channel, for just showing up like a normal person. You got on Discord. See, this works.
Had to explain how Parsec works and that, yes, this would be easier.
Yes, than the command line method that we did before, but you know, whatever gets you there, honestly. So.
Yeah. No, bad news. I brought Enter the Matrix again, so
Well,
I'll have to keep playing it.
Oh well.
It'll only be a problem once we're like 80 episodes into you being here. Like, I brought Enter the Matrix again.
It's like, please, Bag. Any other game.
Test the vibration function again in the hacking mini game. I love it.
The world needs to know these details. We need to document them thoroughly. So I'm still interested in this game, despite that riff there with the reality that riff might have you believe. I'm still very interested in this, in where it goes, in the depths of its jankiness, but also the depths of its ambition, of the mechanics it was trying to traffic in, the throwing everything against the wall approach, the jack of all trades, master of none, is what this game seems to be trafficking in. And I can appreciate that. I can respect that. And I would like to continue watching you play it, Bag. I hope you're in agreement on that. It's
We'll see how deep the rabbit hole goes then, shall we?
Very good. But before we go diving down any rabbit holes or any other holes of any other type, we would be remiss. We mentioned red pills and blue pills earlier, and you know, one thing that that pills aren't is they're not a snack. They're not particularly tasty. If you're looking for snack, if you're looking for reviews, if you're looking for something to consume, perhaps you should give Charky Stream Snack a try.
Alright, well, not having a red pill or a blue pill tonight, I'm having a green pill, and that is Bird's Eye broccoli florets. Having some broccoli for tonight, which, delicious. Our stream drink. Now, I looked. I could not find any Niobe energy drinks.
What a shame.
I don't think that's a brand. But I did get another Ghost. This is Ghost Swedish Fish energy drink.
Fuck off.
What it is. Let me open this up. Let me take it. Now, I haven't had a Swedish Fish in forever. So let's see if this just matches my memory of it.
I like Swedish fish. I like gummies. Of all variety.
I'm thinking the wrong thing. I'm thinking of that like fermented fish thing.
No, that's surstrumming.
That's very different.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not having Ghost surstrumming.
That would be a hell of a flavor, though. That'd be a hell of a thing for them to try. And introduce.
let me just open it up. Worse than the apple cider from last week.
What if you fermented Swedish fish? What would happen then? Think about it. Divosia.
Speaking of Swedish fish, this taste is not familiar to me. I guess it's been an extremely long time since I had Swedish fish. I will say, this does taste good. It tastes like candy. It's candy.
Candy. It's fine. What you crave.
Yep. And that's a stream snack.
All right. Thank you very much. I'm drinking water. How about you, Bag?
Hell yeah. Water again.
Yeah. Cheers. I'll cheers this directly into the microphone. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Very good. I'm sure the people at home love that and appreciated that.
I have a water here too. I always have my backup water in addition to energy drinks.
Very good. Now, before we get into the game itself, Bag has gone ahead and prepared something for us. That I'm greatly appreciative. Would you mind to introduce it while I cue it up?
So I've prepared a little video here that's mainly comprised of 2 parts, and the first part is some notable clips from the Attract mode demo video. which is if you don't really see this in games anymore, where you would idle on the title screen and then a video would play. And took me a while to remember, and the reason why they would do this is because sometimes these games would be set up in kiosks in like retailers, so they would want this to play. And there is some like pre-release footage in this trailer that is like interesting to see. Though I've undMCA'd it, and then the rest of the video is I've got notable moments from Ghost's campaign, because he does do some different stuff, and some of it's like dramatically different, and some of it's just a little bit different.
All right,
But
that's
it'll
more
be
than
fun
fair.
to look at. Yeah.
No, absolutely. Let me just check one quick thing before I hit play on this. Yep, okay, cool. So I want to keep that crop there, and we're good. I'm going to play this through. Folk at home will let us know the audio is sufficiently loud. I think it'll be fine. It should all be good. I'm curious to see what you say when you say undMCA it. I guess we'll see in time. I guess we'll get there when we get there.
If this gets flagged, I'll be shocked.
Oh, is this supposed to be in 4x3? And it's just like left aligned?
So the chat can be on screen. I did prepare that for you.
All right, in that case, let me quickly shift back to this screen because, yeah, this is here's the thing, folks. When Johnny Baghead says don't click on something, leave it a surprise for the stream, I listen. I've always listened. I will always listen, and unfortunately, that has created a problem in which I don't check these videos before we before we play them. But this should be good, right? This should be sufficient.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, this is footage that plays in the demo mode in the final game, and if you look in the top corner, you'll see there's even debug text on screen, internal there.
Yeah.
No audio coming through though.
Oh, there should be audio.
Is it like really slowed down and busted?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't come through for the audience at home, so let's quickly sort that. I think I already know what the issue is. I already know what the problem is. It's a good thing they didn't hear that at the very least. We'll just hope that the next section... No,
there's a song in the trailer that I'm pretty sure is licensed because it's also in SSX3.
Let's try this.
Yeah.
Well, that would solve the DMCA problem.
We'll want audio for the rest of it.
Oh, I saw it for like a brief second pop up, so I guess it's just really low for whatever reason. Sorry, folks.
Yeah, I can see in the OBS thing that it was very low in the mix.
Yeah, maybe next time you'll just have to take our word for it and let us watch the video in advance, Baggy. Okay. I'm gonna boost this to Oblivion. So I know you love that, but
it's you, the man from my dreams.
Let's see. What's going on? Okay, so minor thing here. Ghost goes through the back here, but the main bit I put this clip in is just to show that he does have some unique combat stuff, but it's mostly just animations. But that's how they mix this level up.
That's a way to do it. It's definitely would incentivize me.
Well. Yeah, but here's the main difference in his version of the post office events. Remember, Niobe has to jump out the window too, and she lands on the truck and she does a backflip.
And Ghost goes, "I surrender." Oh.
Gets hit by the car.
So it doesn't go quite well for him for some reason. But here's the big difference: is this section, it's like a on rails shooting section. But here's the thing: the AI is driving. It's not a pre-tracked part.
Yeah, so
this is interesting.
I must have played as a Ghost when I played this as a kid, because this is what I remember.
Also, I kept summoning this in just because the way the cars blow up is very funny to me.
His choice is primo.
Yeah. And I got very lucky because I've seen some footage of how bad this can be. The driver didn't get stuck too much. However, still got stuck. Still got stuck.
Well, nobody's nerfed.
Yeah. But I
best driver in the Matrix.
I trimmed we get stuck again. But here's one thing that's different: is you don't have to waste 2 minutes here.
Oh.
She just goes. Obviously, she crashed, so time was wasted. But she just drives through. And don't worry, that ghost hand sometimes clips through the gun.
That's what it is to be incorporeal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Better than what Niobe's hands were doing.
I forgot she got caught on the taxi, so I had to start blowing them up.
It's okay. They're batteries. It's fine.
Yeah.
So I like this. I like the idea of having two campaigns that interweave, but distinctly.
I just kept this in. I forgot to jump there.
Whoops. Well, no one ever makes the first jump, like you said in the last episode.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'm just stealing everyone else's bits. This way, I don't need to be funny at all.
Yeah.
I can just rely on you two to be funny, and then I'll just steal your bits in the next episode.
Yeah. So this is the big one. Is Ghost's version of the airport is almost an entirely different level.
Now, is he sponsored by Radeon?
Well, there's still Powerade back here.
You have to turn around and head back to the lobby, sir.
All right.
But yeah, there's the Powerade. Just showing some of the. But yeah, no, sadly you can't just comply and walk away. But I wanted to show this is their reaction to me going too far. They're just like,
I pre-boarded. I pre-boarded.
And I think I just have some like goofy combat moments I wanted to show you again.
You know, I don't understand how pre-boarding works. I've never done it. So do you just tell someone like, hey, I'm coming through and I'm not a criminal? And they're like, all right.
You pay to tell us you're not a criminal, so we're just going to take your money over your, over whatever else.
I remember now. I kept this in because I swapped to the alternative controls here, which is like the Z targeting one, where you hold a button and instead of the strafe being on the shoulders, it's a modifier where you strafe when you hold it. And so that there was just showing how it is. I actually prefer not using it. Because...
Sick move there, sick dodge.
Yeah, that's why I kept that bit in. Oh, and this bit's good. Showing off some of the parries.
K4 Boom asks, could you kill the injured guy, by the way, at the...
I unfortunately I did, and it was not intentional. Just the lock-on went that way when I was in that encounter.
Can't be helped. Now, was the flip really necessary as you were gunning down this
no,
security guard running away?
But yeah, this is some of the different... He goes through a bathroom at some point. I get that in, because that's pretty good.
Collateral?
Yeah. And then, yeah, we got some well dialogue here. But that whole underground bit where we were like in the maze and like none of that's in Ghost version.
Thank God. Clearly a superior campaign.
Well, we'll see. Oh, there's some really cool combat moves in this part as well I wanted to show off. Yeah!
It's like jazz. It's all about security guards you don't hit.
I'm not sure how I did that split move, but I managed to do it twice, and I was very happy.
We talked about the camera, the combat camera before, and its attempts to keep everything in frame.
Yeah.
Sometimes to the detriment of framing, of exposing the action a little bit and how it works, but ultimately, it's still functional.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here we go. We've got a little puzzle here. Again, these are stun grenades.
I guess it depends on your definition of stun.
Ah, yes, here we go. So, a key difference is that Ghost has a boss fight here with a helicopter. Now, the reason I'm showing this off is because in this fight, you no longer regen health.
Brutal.
Yeah, this is... And... Yeah, so this is how my playthrough went for a while. And it turns out that there's a very specific way. Also, I don't know what happened there. There's a very specific way you have to do this fight. And this is this playthrough.
Well, they said your cage. The only option is to fight.
Yeah. But it basically is like a turn-based fight. You have to wait for the helicopter to like fly past, do those shots, and then on its way back, that's when you return fire.
Okay.
And then, well, you need more ammo.
Thank God you stunned all those guys, yeah.
Yeah.
This
As you can tell, I did this encounter a few times.
maybe we'll see this on the stream someday, but this reminds me a lot of how boss fights in Wanted Weapons of Fate go.
Perhaps.
It's like the same beats. It's like turn-based, let the thing attack, you attack, you're out of ammo, so they have to spawn in a bunch of enemies now.
By the way,
Or
do I
not, you're
have,
out of ammo, you're out of wanted juice in that thing.
do I have like 30 seconds to read some nice messages from chat?
Oh yeah, yeah.
From Max
This is gonna be fun.
Kerr67, who says, "Howdy, I'm just a silent lurker who got exposed to your website last year, but catched up with streams just last week. You may say a red pill, and now got on live stream, time zones, dang it, and ETM on top of that. Enter the Matrix, I imagine that means, i.e. the closest to Max Payne like on PC at the time. Kill Switch and Dead to Right ones weren't ported yet, I believe. All this long preamble was just to say that Cassidy's almost concerning encyclopedic trivia on some titles and whole crew sense of humor are pulling some hidden strings of my soul. Happy stream. See you on YouTube. See you as well. Thank you kindly. I'm always a sucker for a nice comment.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My ego loves it. It's you see, they said I had an encyclopedic knowledge. I'm putting that on put it on my plaque.
I pull a lot of references too. A lot of them are wrong, but I can pull references. I'm like a Wikipedia encyclopedia, you know? It's like heavily vandalized.
So there we go. So that's the fight. So this is again a unique area for Ghost. And
Yeah,
here
Max
I'm
Payne
going-
3 could never.
So yeah, so this bit is a bit weird. So that's the team that's related to that like ginger guy who was in the airplane. This is his team, and this is like a long extended section where they're in one tunnel, you're in the other. But I've
Taking the
I've
liberty of
enabled-
fast forwarding it,
yeah,
as I can
I've
see here.
enabled yeah, I've enabled Cass's YouTube playback speed. For a second. There we go.
There's a window that you can use to get out of there and onto the main terminal room.
For those who don't know, I watch everything at 2x speed. Blame the video editor in me.
For the record, that was 10 times speed. That's not.
I'm working my way up.
Yeah.
We'll get there one day.
Okay, yeah. So this is a weird, unique section here, where this is just like a little combat arena, but the goal here is there's a rotating ladder there. For some reason, this place is just rotating. I mean, I've actually never been in an airport, so this might just be how they are, for all I know.
Like the luggage carousel is what it's supposed to, or what is
It's
this
just-
supposed to be?
No, this is like a
a-
rotating restaurant.
Yes, the level's called Rotating Restaurant. And the goal here is to get on this piano and then wait for this ladder to come around.
Thank God they just scripted so you don't need to jump. You can't like miss it.
I
potentially.
was very afraid it was going to be.
Yeah, one
control
shot at
and then-
this.
Yeah.
More of that awesome echo that
There we go.
seems to happen whenever the phone.
Here's a unique area, but I just wanted to keep this clip in because.
You get a great view of the bottom of his shoes and how mapped
Yeah,
out
and
they
also
are.
just how the die physics doesn't quite work when you.
You ever wonder what the bottom of a
Yeah.
ghost foot looks like?
Well, bam!
Ground, he's dead.
So we got Phil Collins here. Hang out with him for a bit.
Oh, the agent was very slow to react. Was slow to do anything there.
Find them.
Is this a different agent than appears in Niobe's campaign?
Oh no! Actually, it ties in. You'll see, in kind of an interesting way. There's a part that will make more sense in a minute.
What is your field of fire? I've got the runway.
So this is just I cut most of it. But this is just a very short sniper section.
The female.
The Mona Sax section
Shot. Confirmed.
of the game.
The shot. Ugh, man down.
Doesn't have the like the weird sex jazz music that plays when you play as her. It's like
I like that knowing look to the camera.
This
Let's
guy's like
check
a
this out.
Battlefield, like a sniper in Battlefield, playing online, just completely
Yeah.
oblivious to the entire 180 degrees behind them.
Axel might not be so lucky. I need
So yeah, so this is where they cross over here. We've got the cool.
That's
phone
where she made the
moment
cool
again.
phone call. That's where she
Yeah.
did the cool.
Yeah, so this, I think. Okay, yeah, it's just after this.
Thanks. I'm heading there now.
Okay, Ghost. Smooth and gentle on the trigger.
Not gonna make you actually. Are they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ah.
This bit's a little misleading though, because you think the camera's going to pull out to show you where this is happening.
What is
Look at that
happening
attack-
here?
Yeah.
Look at that attack
But
there.
that's actually happening in a different area. Here's the thing though, they're very generous.
Oh.
You don't really have to be dead on.
Well, that's good, at the very least.
So, if you remember this moment, there's a bit where the agent comes out of the plane and then stops and then swaps out the body. And this is why. Because he knew Ghost was about to snipe him.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then... there he is.
Oh my
there's
god,
another-
2 helicopter fights in a row?
There's another helicopter fight.
But
Your
this
health-
is Asian helicopter.
Your health does not regen here, and this is the only way I found to do this fight effectively, because he only appears when he's attacking you, so the only way to fight him was to do those focus sidewards cartwheels and fire during those.
Emerald
This
Sun Disc says that
is-
if you fuck this up, you have to take the shot again, too, and everything.
Yes. Yep. Yes, you do. Luckily, you can
Perfect.
skip all the cutscenes, so it's just kind of annoying time wasting.
That fight was even more like Wanted Weapons of Fate.
At last, he's on another transport plane. My team's trying to load.
I should play that again.
Was there Echo there, too?
Yes. Yeah, there was a couple of cutscenes that had the double...
What is with this game and the Echo?
Yeah. I don't know.
Real hardware.
And the weird thing is that I think they come out of different channels. Like, I think one of them's left and one's right. Like, maybe not panned 100% either way, but it tends to have a weird Doppler effect. Though, admittedly, I don't know if that's potentially because I'm running a backup version of this, so we can look at the NTSC version. So maybe there's some weird issue with it, like loading the audio too quick. Yeah, that's Niobe there. There she goes in the plane and rescues the guy.
Well, Ghost did all he could. Wait, what?
Yeah, he does more.
Hey, Ghost.
That's one of
So,
these.
yep.
CB radio.
So he gets his own little drive-in segment. In
Good
this
for him. So
not-
he gets to drive, too.
Yeah, in this not the LA River.
Someone just fell out of the plane. It's Axel. He's got a parachute. You can pick him up once he's landed. Don't lose him.
But yeah, this bit was mostly fine. It doesn't come across quite in the video.
Whoop.
Yeah, mostly fine.
Sick air.
Yeah, the physics are a bit weird. Like if you take a jump, like the car reacts. It's one of those things where if it was like an actual driving sim, it would probably make more sense. But because this is very arcadey,
He's gonna beat you to Axel.
it's just very weird how much momentum your car takes on jumps.
Now, is it possible to lose this if they get to him first?
Okay, so that I don't know because I didn't fail out on this part.
This part.
Yeah. I think I like run out of health at the first part of the driving part. But yeah, this is all unique cutscenes for Ghost now. Kind of funny with the agent's powers. Like they couldn't stop that from killing her.
No one expects the seatbelt trick. At least they're doing a little bit to give this Axel guy, like, some, like, moments, you know.
Yeah.
Hello.
I mean, nothing's topping his backflip out the plane
I have it.
Are you
from
mobile?
last time.
Pick me up at. Have Sparks track my position.
And I think the most of this is just how their two cutscenes sync up at the end here. But it's definitely interesting to see.
Yeah,
It's
this
like
the second
it's like the
perspective
zapping
on
system.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was just an excuse to mention the zapping system for Resident Evil 2, if I'm being honest.
No, that's fair.
Did you get Soren out?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think this is basically it. Yeah. He passes out after all that excitement. And there you go.
Oh, is it looping right now? Is this the beginning? Well, people
Yes,
get to
yeah.
hear the audio we heard for a second.
Oh, yes.
So, okay, that's as much as they need to hear that. Thank you very much.
There we go.
All right, which I believe means it's time for us to jack in to your parsec real quick so we can see the game in all of its glory. Give me 2 seconds to get scene configurated.
Yep.
Okay.
That would be great if it just hooked into parsec straight away and knew that I was like trying to do something here for stream. Ah, there we go.
Woo! Alright. There we go.
Wait, why is the audio so low?
Hang on.
Did you adjust something in the last, like...
No. I've put it up though, if that helps.
Yeah, get into some gameplay. I'll adjust it on the fly. I will make sure it's audible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'll skip the video, the like this cutscene because we did see that last time, and we'll just get to the gameplay cutscene here.
You're not gonna like to hear this back, but I'm having to boost it another 12 decibels again.
This is weird because on my end, this is like hitting the orange part of the audio monitor.
Yeah, it's actually coming through pretty loud on my end too.
Woo!
Hello, sewer phone.
Yeah, I didn't think about that the first time. I don't know why there's a payphone in this area. All right, so if there was any doubt if this was a real video game or not,
Thank God we got to the bottom of it.
Definitely a real video game now.
We got the ice level coming up, and then the lava level.
Perfect. Can you give me a gunshot? Okay, yeah, it's as level as it's gonna be. Yeah, sorry, there's weird stuff happening with my audio today, I guess. It's across the board. New tip, stopping a fall to your death.
That's a good tip.
I'd like to know, personally.
Try flapping your arms.
If you happen to walk off a ledge, quickly move towards the ledge. If you time it right, your character will swing around and grab the edge, preventing a fatal fall. I'm going to hold you to that game. Wait.
Is it not letting you walk off the edge?
Yeah, they lied to me.
Maybe there's like certain areas where you have to like balance or something with those pipes.
Yeah. There we go.
People commenting about sewer levels. Magic Meow is pointing out that Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines genuinely has the worst sewer level they've ever seen. It's amazing how bad it is. Yeah, pretty bad, if my memory serves.
Isn't that where you also spend most of the game if you pick Nosferatu clan?
You definitely spend a lot of time in the sewers as a Nosferatu because you gotta feast on rats because you can't really do much on the surface outside of just doing the quests, specifically like the mainline quest and so forth.
Oh, there we go.
That wouldn't have been a lethal fall, though, honestly.
No, but it's awkward, though, because you have to... I'm trying to figure this out.
There will be a test.
That does not quite work, so... let's just not fall off.
Vidigan King says, this is real hardware, right? Why is the game cutting off the Fs so they look like ones? What?
Fs?
Yeah, you have FF bullets in your gun.
Oh, no, those are ones.
Those are ones.
No, I know. I'm fucking around.
Yeah.
Wait until we see the next lowercase f. I'm sure there was one on the thing about not falling to your death.
Let's see. Let's look at the... Let's double check this quick. Oh,
yeah,
no,
that's... when you walk off a ledge.
Fair enough, Video Game King. That's just how it looks.
Yeah,
that's how it...
That's
just the font they went with.
The Matrix has you.
What?
Oh.
Getting yourself some sniper rifles again.
I don't get paid enough for this.
Oh yeah, sniper rifle now.
Niobe, well done. Okay, step it up.
Yeah, that sounded super sincere.
Thanks for saving my life. Wouldn't have been able to handle that on my own. So is this level going to be saving everyone from the meeting effectively? Is that what this level's going to revolve
I
around?
believe so, yes.
We have our location.
We're gonna run out of room for health bars.
Oh, Ballard's fucked.
I guess maybe you'll have one free one available.
Those guys drained his health while you were on the ladder, too, so there's really nothing you could do about it.
Yeah, yeah.
He's angry at something.
Yeah, what's the problem?
It's just
Hey,
a
that's
squirrel. It's just a squirrel. Leave it alone.
That's my phone.
I don't know who he was angry at.
Yeah, I don't see anyone now.
I guess he took care of it until the next two guys spawn,
Yeah.
and then immediately kill him. Without giving you a chance to so much as, like, see where they're shooting from. Oop.
All right, there we go.
I always wanted to slide down a ladder like that. Seems like so much fun.
Nope. No, come on. I want your ammo. Sorry, there was just like gun noises and I couldn't tell where they were coming from. And there we go.
There you go. You got him out of there before he died in the Matrix and then died for real.
Yeah.
Not like this.
I want men posted guard watching all the maintenance phones down here. Phillips,
See, they explained it. Maintenance phones.
take out this phone. If anyone approaches, shoot to kill. Yes, sir.
Oh, it's too...
Have us guarding a phone.
That guy was not happy with his assignment.
Come on.
Elvis the Culture Advisor says, feels like Mirror's Edge borrowed their giant sniper-infested sewer
Oh,
level from this
yes.
almost as much as the chase levels.
You know what? They might have, yeah.
Abyss 2! The long-awaited Squeakquel.
Let's see. I probably shouldn't have popped up there immediately. Yeah, we can...
Why the hell do they have us guarding a phone?
No answer, no follow-up, no one to respond to him, no one to explain the rules of the Matrix and how the hard lines are how people dial in and out of the Matrix and how it
Rhetorical
connects to the
question.
grid.
Oh,
Yeah.
Apparently they saw me anyway, so... Yeah, you do have to be really careful with the snipers, though. They do a lot of damage in this game.
Yeah, just ask Ballard or whatever his name was. Yeah. Huh?
I guess that counts as a death. I feel like I don't get credit for that one. Alright.
So you're
Where
trying
do
to
we
find
go?
like another hard line, you reckon, or are you just killing enemies in this room so you can
Let's
clear
double
up the
check our
hard line?
objectives. Okay, well it says eliminate all opposition. Why do I just keep hearing gun sounds?
I know you live in the UK. It's a very violent country, so
Yeah.
it might just be the gunshots happening
Oh.
outside your window at all times.
This is a very precarious
This is a present
sniping
from
position.
me
This
to
Look,
guy has
I
it.
only get one shot, but as soon as they step 1 inch to the right, I get my ow.
There we go.
Thank you for resubbing, Grunatag. Subscribed for 2 months. They've been subscribed for 12 months. I think that's one of our first 1-year subscribers. So that's pretty neat, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got to go back around again.
Mo2277 asks, why can't you stream this later on tonight instead of now? I'm busy, I'm out, so not fair. I'm out. Yeah, well, sorry about that, you know. We'll try better next time. We'll make sure we clear it with you first before we do our regular time slots.
Yeah.
This is a present from me to you.
Thank you, Charky. Thank you for who subscribes to the message. I'm a better
yet.
fan than Tag. Very good.
Yeah, 16th month streak. But folks, it's September. I think there's something happening right now. Rewards enabled.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Captain, but I need to put you back in. It is a mess in there. Ghost is in the heat of it. He's holding back some troops to buy time for the others. We got a lot of injured.
Put me somewhere where I can do some good.
Jacob from the Gnosis is injured and unconscious. Corrupt is protecting him right now, but they're pinned down in the hydro pump room at the end of the concourse. I told them to open the vent. I'll watch over you, Captain.
Put me somewhere I can do some good. All right, I'm sending you an animal shelter.
Yeah. Setting up doing disaster relief and. Oh yeah, you got to try it, right? It's not gonna let you. It's just gonna stop you.
Oh no, no. It did say the path was behind it though.
I think it means
down.
under it. I think it means that ramp
There was a
underneath it.
ramp going down.
Yeah, but this is also locked. Behind the large, near the bridge.
How many other ventilation?
I don't know why.
fans are
Also,
there?
it's like really the frame gets real bad over here. That's
Yeah, no
not the
kidding.
stream. That's just
The wonderful frame
something
rate. Yeah,
yeah, something about that. No, no.
Whoa. Okay.
precarious.
Oh, never mind.
It was a good idea. It was a good thought.
What?
Too bad you're trapped down here for
Yeah,
eternity now.
yeah, she can't fit through the. There's the thing on top, and she can't fit through it.
Okay. I don't know why. She just kept climbing up and then falling down.
Why do we fall? So we can get back up.
Mm.
That's from the Matrix, right? That's a Matrix line.
Oh, come on. Game.
Oh, come on.
Oh, jeez.
Brutal. Auntie Alice in chat says, always found the animations in this game hilarious. I don't know what's up with them. Hilarious, I think you mean cool as shit. It's sick, awesome, radical. It's
a weird thing too, because most of this game is motion captured. Just something went wrong somewhere.
not enough keyframes. I don't know. I'd have to look at some of the
Okay,
animations.
granted, I don't think this ladder animation was mo-capped.
No, they improvised that one.
Would you call... I'm asking the wrong person. Would you call the original Prince of Persia motion captured?
No, it's rotoscoped.
Would you call it performance
that's-
capture, though?
Would you call it performance capture? Yeah.
Yes, to the extent that it gets across the nuances of that person's individual movement.
Bear in mind, I know what rotoscoping is, and I knew it was rotoscope going into it. The question was, how far are you willing to stretch the definition of motion capture?
Motion capture to me specifically refers to tracking the points of articulation, that points that move, like the little balls, if that helps people like to think about it. Capturing those and then mapping those to a 3D skeleton for the purposes of doing animation. That specifically is motion capture to me. Anything where it's like, using reference footage, like even like a digitized sprites, like a Mortal Kombat, like original Mortal Kombat, right? Wouldn't be motion capture in the sense. It would be. And there is rotoscoping there, by the way. They do draw over those sprites. Mm-hmm. But, if you're going to take it, like, at face value that they just, like, performed in those exact costumes, had all the coloration done before they took the stills or whatever, it still wouldn't be motion capture. That would just be digitizing, is what I would call that.
Yeah, it was digitized actors for Mortal Kombat, is I think what they called it.
Snow
There we
Maney points out, by the way, they didn't have a ladder at the mocap studio, so that's why they couldn't mocap the ladder animation. If only they had known. Can you shoot that fence? Or fan?
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
It was worth a shot.
Is there another fan that we're unaware of?
Try that ladder on the far right.
Can you get to that?
Oh,
ladder?
no, we've been up there.
Anti-aliasing
It's annoying
says...
because they normally tell you, you know, they'll do like a camera zoom in and everything.
Anti-aliasing says it's like there's excessive tweening or inverse kinematics or something. Kinematics or kinetics? It probably both work. Kinematics, okay.
Just double checking it's not down from here somewhere. No. Okay, it's just... No. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Thank God they reminded you. Unfortunately, they're not giving you any advice. Oh, they gave you these offensive grenades.
Well, I don't know where it went.
Well, there you go.
Yay! It's just, considering that's like limited ammo and stuff, it just, my brain does not process that as a solution.
Yeah, but something that can be expended or wasted or...
Because, yeah, what would you do if you just run out?
You jump off the thing, die, and restart from the checkpoint. Ultimately.
You know what? That gets me pumped.
Shut up.
Follow your
goal.
There we go.
Good.
That's
They just gave it to you from the start on
behind.
this one. They're just like, all right, fuck it. No one wants to do this. We don't want to make this level. It's the Wachowskis' fault for putting that the meeting where it did and having it connect to it, for writing this into the script. So.
And did too much.
I was hoping they were to knock each other out. Oh, thank you for the 5 gift subs tag.
Oh, no, it was a misclick, according to them in chat. They said, sorry, this was a misclick. Yeah, that's okay. We'll refund it right afterwards. Don't worry.
Hey, there's a split kick.
Jean-Claude Van Damme would be proud.
Alright, cool.
The SS shotgun.
Yeah.
Shotgun.
I'm not sure what that stands for. I'm guessing these are
Shotgun.
legally distinct shotguns and not actual licensed firearms.
Can you show me... Is there a way to see your character from the front and see what they're holding? Is there a way to rotate the camera around so I can just...
Not rotate the camera. Oh, hang on. Just trying to pick an area of good lighting.
Oh, I can't make out fucking heads or tails of that. I did see it on that desk in the, in that little, like, cutscene where before she loads back in. Ow. So I want to say it's like a street sweeper. SS street sweeper.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what Luis in chat also suspects it could be.
Which, by the way, is a gun that no one has ever actually used in the real world, but shows up in movies because it looks cool. It's not quite a paint core jackhammer situation where that gun, the straight up, does not exist in the real world. This was a real gun. It's just not a very popular gun among people who are, you know, who are in the need to know, or in the need to shoot.
Okay, yeah, if you get a certain distance with that forward dive, you just stop dead in the air. It's very fun. Music's going nuts.
Oh, I am Headful has the correct answer. It's the sexy smoking shotgun. See, that's why we need chat to step in and fill in these blanks for us. It's...
Whee! Okay, I see what I've got to do.
So how's the ammo economy in this game?
Let's take care of that guy. So it's actually one of the things I do like about it is that it reminds me a lot of how the shooting was in the first movies, lobby scene where they just rarely reload because it's just faster to swap guns and pick stuff up all the time.
Which I like. I think that's always fun in a video game when it's implemented correctly. When you're able to just, instead of, I had Call of Duty builds back in the day for some of the games, specifically Black Ops 2, where it'd just be like, all I need is a pistol. I'll just pick up the rest. I'll just kill someone with a pistol, pick up their gun, kill the next person with that gun, then pick up their gun, and I would just cycle through like a dozen weapons, getting as many kills per life. And that was a fun way to play.
You would love Hotline Miami.
You would think I would.
Yeah, I know.
But check out our, what was that? Was it your streamiversary stream where we played games?
Streamiversary stream, yeah. Games that I like that you don't.
Yeah. I don't think we played Hotline Miami, but it definitely came up in conversation during that stream.
Yeah, we don't, now that I think about it, we did not play Hotline Miami, but that was one that we were going to do because you don't like it, I like it.
I like it conceptually. The style isn't for me. The combat, the gameplay loop isn't for me, honestly. If it was a first-person shooter, it'd be for me. It'd be perfect. But just the top-down and the control over it, and but hey, to each their own.
I mean, maybe you would like Angerfoot.
I've played Angerfoot, and I do like Angerfoot. Angerfoot's fucking cool. I like that game. I played it when it was just a itch.io demo, and then that full version I still need to get.
See, my version of the game, this says a lot about my tastes, is that True Crime Streets of LA had the same gimmick where besides the pistols you have, every weapon you pick up, you never reload. It's just what's left in the gun, and then you throw it away. And I don't know why, I really like that style of gameplay.
No, absolutely.
And also that game's got similar stuff to this going on, because it's got the slow-mo dives, and it swaps to side-on-side shooting, fighting stuff.
What it does is
segments.
It encourages constant momentum, right? It encourages you to constantly be moving. It does not reward passivity. It rewards you and gives you time to think your actions through as you're doing them. Whereas if you were just to stay behind cover and pop out, take a shot, then dive back in, I'm sure the game finds ways to punish you for that, or otherwise to drag out encounters longer than they need to. But I do appreciate when a game rewards risky, aggressive play. Don't try that. The steam's too hot, and the camera is too close to whatever the collision's fucked.
Handball Gang asks if we've ever talked about firefighting games before. I don't think specifically, but I know of a couple. I know one that should probably be on the show at some point.
Is it the one with the dialogue where it says "never say casualty" or whatever?
Yes.
We'll think about it. We'll do something with that.
There's a surprising number of okay firefighter games though out there.
That might be good enough, honestly, if we wanted to do a firefighter theme night. Maybe an idea. Oh, I Am Headful says Balan Wonderworld. There you go. People were also talking about IMFDB before. For those who don't know in chat, who are reading the chat, IMFD is the Internet Movie Firearms Database, which also includes video games and television. But it's a extensive catalog maintained by, let's call them gun aficionados, who meticulously catalog every gun to appear in video games and movies and television and so forth. And it can be very handy if you need to get the provenance on a gun or identify a weird model. But it also has some of the most insufferable nerds who complain about the ejection ports on the wrong side of this gun. They must not have seen the real gun up close, or just nah, dude, sometimes changes have to be made for the sake of video games and whatnot.
Alright, let's see. I gotta find that ladder I went up before.
Sure do.
Back here? Yes, here we go. I mean, it's janky as heck, but just turn the geometry off so the camera works. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I guess it's better than just being completely in the dark, I guess.
I mean, there's
Matrix.
better ways to do it now, where you can, they do the ghost in transparent effect on the geometry.
You can sort of see through it, semi-translucent.
Just glitch the Matrix. You can see through the code. That's all.
Oh, thank God. I think that was the first save since the... Ay.
No, we've had a number of saves.
Yeah. This is probably the third. I did look ahead at guides to get an idea of the levels, and unfortunately, this is quite a long one.
Corrupt.
Ice and Corrupt. I like that they keep their hacker names.
Yeah.
So many of these characters. Yeah, remember that time in your life where you were in the Matrix, you were a slave to the system, and you chose a name made out of leet speak characters, a combination of numbers and letters to represent yourself online. Yeah, that's gonna be your name forever now. That's just who you are in perpetuity. I mean, what if I don't want to be called Neo? Well, too bad. It's thematically appropriate because it's an anagram of the one, so you're stuck with it.
I mean, you know what my online handle was before I started calling myself Charky? Charlie.
Well, there you go.
Just so I would have just been Charlie. No numbers or anything.
That was the last one.
For the best.
Climb
that
up
you
to the
changed that
balcony.
Well, I swear I've told the story. I have told the story on stream before, very early stream. But the reason I changed it from Charlie to Charky is because of one friend who could not stop misspelling it. His finger would always go to the K instead of the L in Charlie. And it got to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm just changing my fucking name. I'm Charky now, sure.
Whoopsies. Did you see the two? Did you see the two standing in the top of the corner? Did you see those motherfuckers?
Like Mulder and Scully up there waiting for you. Hey, what are you?
It would have been even better if they laughed at you falling and tripping, and you heard their laughs in slow motion.
It happened more with the ghost cutscene I showed, where he bungles the jump onto the truck. But it's interesting that, you know, it's a power fantasy, but it's still referencing of like, oh, but compared to Neo, you're kind of just bumbling falls. Like, it doesn't take much to trip you up, and you could make you fall over and miss jumps.
I do appreciate that. I think that, you know, if you think about it, I made the joke about the hacker names and whatnot, but it does come from a kernel of truth, which is that every character who gets out of the Matrix, who lives to fight in the Resistance, right? At some point, they had to start as hackers. At some point, all these people were just like spending all day, every day during their time in the Matrix, logged into computers, dialing into BBSs, or whatever the fuck it is that people did, whatever the hackers in that movie do, and they come out, they've never actually used their muscles in their life, they've never actually, like, you know, been, you know, in real fights, right? Or even in virtual fights. Most of these people, like hackers, they're not really getting into, like, you know, the fisticuff brawls. And then suddenly they're all they're all asked to be these superhumans who are the best at kung fu and shooting.
But they can literally download that knowledge into their brain.
Yes, you can download it into your brain. Yes, it's the conceit. And that's what I was ultimately getting to, which is that, you know, the idea that, you know, their brains are what really brought them to the dance here. That this is how the intellectual, you know, would choose to, you know, to learn that kind of combat data. It's an idea. I think it's a silly one a little bit. It doesn't hold up to credulity, but
well, like I said in the first episode, it's like kind of a fool's errand to try and point out everything in the Matrix. It's like, hey, now wait a minute.
What's the status on the grenade?
But also, it's a good way of making a movie and not explaining, like, okay, and now we're going to take several years here to teach you how to do Kung Fu.
Yeah, ooh. You're not wrong in the logic of the script for the purposes of the movie, and for the purposes, most importantly, of showing us kick-ass action scenes. Yeah. Yeah, it's what it needs to be.
Right, where are we going now?
You know, it also goes a long way.
Awful noise, by the way.
It goes a long way in explaining why characters like Ghost are, like, you know, like, into philosophy, into Hume, and so forth, and they're just like, yeah, these dudes were fucking nerds, like, before they ever put on the trench coat and sunglasses and jacked in.
Hey.
Man, they are really gunning for ice. They don't give a shit about corrupt.
Yeah, it's because they're cops.
Oh, yeah, there you go. One of our own. Don't shoot. This feels like more of a madhouse than it is. Realistically, there were 2 enemies on screen, then your 2 friends up there. But with the gunfire coming from every direction, and enemies constantly respawning, it feels like you're being raided.
Oh, careful now, careful. What is this thing exactly?
Well, whatever it is, it's keeping the city running, so.
Well, not anymore, it's not.
There we go.
So this is going to be my final check. I think the audio is good, but this is the last check, folk. If you want us to boost anyone's volume, boost the game volume, lower something, let us know now or forever hold your peace.
I'm still alive. Who else can I keep that way?
Oh yeah, I see Auntie Asin asking about is the game green like the home release of the movie, and yeah, there's the article you highlighted in the first streamcast where they go really in depth about the development of trying to nail the green filter exactly and having to deal with really bad home releases at the time.
Yeah, I have that link here. It's a Games Radar article, The Making of Enter the Matrix, by Aaron Potter.
Well, so much for the silent takedown thing.
Hey, look at that. Air juggle. I don't know how it could be stealthy with this music, though.
Yeah, when a stealth game is like, all right, you got to be extra quiet and don't let anyone, and then the music is just like, well,
the music kicked off. The music kicked off once you kicked that guy's head off. So.
Good stealth bag.
I mean, it's quicker. It works.
Yeah, no, ultimately, like.
Yeah.
What are you coming to a Matrix game for? Oh, the stealth action.
Sure, I'd play it.
Remember that scene in the Matrix where they snuck around real slow-like and didn't get into any sort of action? Where everything went smoothly?
I'm sure there's a scene where they're sneaking.
Well, that's the funny thing about Path of Neo, is if you remember, obviously Neo starts, you know, he's not awoken, he's still indoctrinated, and he has that section where he has to sneak through his
the cubicle farm.
Yeah, I can confirm you do that in the game.
That's kind of cool. I remember they did that scene in Indigo Prophecy, and also known as Fahrenheit, David Cage's, where they just directly ripped that off, and it wasn't as good.
Except there were bugs.
Yeah, the giant bugs though.
But it was very clear what they were inspired by in that moment. Because David Cage is nothing if not a hack. I mean, a fan of movies in all their forms.
Let's see. Okay, so there's a flashlight somewhere.
They said under the bridge in one of the tooltips. And you definitely need it, because even with the gamma boost, is still very dark, especially on stream. Let's see here. Grantag asked, do you have something against that game, Cass? Oh, we only got and written an article about it back in the day, badgamehalloffame.com/indigo-prophecy. And then the question after that from Magic Meows, when's the Indigo Prophecy playthrough? Look. Eventually, I would like to cover every David Cage game on here.
Yeah,
because
the
in my opinion, they are all bad. The best one is Omicron, which is, you know, also like one of the toughest ones to actually play, but ultimately is like the most ambitious, the most creative, the most like unique entry in that catalog. So I would want to start from there. No, actually, someone on YouTube,
you know,
I don't remember who left this comment on YouTube, and I apologize to them, but someone had the suggestion to do all of David Cage's games before he was a game designer, when he was a game composer, to do all the games that he composed music for back in the day, or that he was credited in, just in general. And so maybe I would do that. We would make a theme night out of that. That would be the prelude to Omicron, the Nomad Soul. And then from there, Indigo Prophecy, Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, that's one I always forget, and then Detroit Become Human, right? That's where it stands so far. That Star Wars game never came out, is never going to come out.
Okay. I managed to confirm, I don't know how visible it was there, but you can throw grenades while you're doing flippy shit, I found out. I'll try do it a couple of times. See how it goes. Okay. What does that mean? What do you mean by help you out?
No more FPSs with 2 comments here. Honestly, I would much rather watch most John Woo movies or Black Mask than even the first Matrix. The series is disappointing even at a time to me. I mean, I love John Woo movies too. I mean, you know, The Killer, Hard Boiled, Better Tomorrow 2, which has like the sickest ending action climax of any of those movies in my opinion. And that's a controversial take among the John Woo filmography. But look, The Matrix is trafficking in its own things. In terms of like of pure action, yeah, other movies have done pure action to a visceral extent better, but The Matrix is trafficking in a little more than that. I'm not gonna say it's the the smartest movie ever made by the brain geniuses, the Wachowskis, but it's at least attempting something. It's populist, but it also like touches on like ideas and allegory and the like. In the same way that people consume, what's that director that everyone, Memento? What else has he done?
M. Night Shyamalan?
Shut up.
No, I actually got that wrong. No, Christopher Nolan.
Yes, thank you, Christopher Nolan. Like, people like his movies, and they're not the most, like, insightful or deep movies, but they're deep enough to get you thinking, ultimately. Annabelle Gangster, Michael Bay, come on. And there was also a follow-up from No More FPSs. I guess this was probably in relation to us talking about the David Cage gamography. Those are movies, not games. Come on. Come on now. They're games. You interact with them. They're interactive movies, at the very least, which constitutes a game. In my opinion. You may not like them. They may not be good games. They may, in fact, be bad games. But they are, in fact, still games. Mm-hmm. By conventional measure. They just happen to be longer on the cutscene than they are on the actual interactivity in a lot of cases, and in several instances. Sick flip. As per usual.
It is actually useful, because while you're flipping, you're invulnerable to damage. Granted, even if it wasn't, I would probably still be doing it, but there is a functional reason.
I can press buttons on a remote, but I am still watching a movie. Next, you're gonna tell me that Night Trap isn't a video game, or Double Switch, or any of those other wonderful digital pictures products. Next, you're gonna tell me those don't constitute as games in your mind.
Here we go. I can do this a bit faster now.
All right, so that's your flashlight. That's it.
Yeah, it's attached to that gun, but as long as you're you don't have to have it equipped. Oh, there we go.
Well, I took care of that. Yeah. I do love the attempt at physicsing them off of the bridge, getting them over the railing that the game never quite clears. If it had ragdolls, it does have ragdolls at different points in time, but that would be a great time to use ragdolls on enemies, is when you're trying to push them over the ledge, instead of having them flat on their back up against the railing.
Alright, there you go. So that's me throwing a grenade while doing the twist. Oh, that's not a great hacker name.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's clever, I guess, in the sense of like software worms, virus worms. I talked over that line, but that was some incredible voice acting on his part.
So how do I help you?
Well, he doesn't have a health bar on screen, so I'm assuming that he's holding up all right for now.
I did do the right thing by going the other way. I just gotta not die this time. Take it a little slower.
Slow and steady, as they say.
Let's see.
This sewer level has been going on for a while, by the way. I know the first 20 minutes, we watched that video. You could say like 30 minutes with like the vamping you do at the beginning of the show. But that would mean that this level has been going on for like, at the very least, 45 minutes, 40 minutes at this point.
Right, let's get some health back.
You know what game I'm thinking of right now? Guns the Duel. You ever play that?
Oh, yeah, I played a lot of that. I was never very good at it.
Butterfly style, S style, butterfly style, S style.
Yeah, there was the Korean style, or there was the spray and pray, and I was definitely the spray and pray type.
That's what they call it back in the day. That's what it was colloquially referred to was K-style, and then there was inside that there were different schools of K-style, which were butterfly, and I think there was like S-style. The little things you remember from games that you took way too seriously as a as a teen, as a young adult in your formative years. Magic Meow says, my K-style determines my death style. My K-style determines my death style. That's a lot of fucking enemies.
Yeah,
Just keep moving. Just get to the end and like find some sort of corner or something.
If I don't look at them,
they can't see.
No, I know.
First rule of the Matrix.
No, just as long as you... Everyone needs to breathe every once in a while. Come on.
That's a lot of guns you have on you. Did they download a how to carry like 7 weapons on you at the same time? Like code into their brains at a certain point, or one of the tapes?
I think it's because Niobe's not wearing like a full top underneath. Gives you more room in the trench coat.
Must be.
There we go.
That was not the most adept officer. He didn't qualify for the Delta Force program as part of his during training in his academy days. Imagine fucking up that jump.
Yeah.
How much that would suck. If it does not checkpoint you the second you step out of this thing. Ah, there we go. Called it. So you got to think like a designer. You got to get the same wavelength as the developers.
Yeah.
That's the key to enjoying bad games, is to think, what would a developer do? What was the developer thinking? Where will they put this next checkpoint? Once you sync up with that... It's not free of the sewers, though. Which is a fair point.
So we have to pad out the runtime somehow. Why am I using the sniper rifle? What am I doing to myself? Shockingly, that did kill some people. I don't know why the cover aiming's like this. Okay, that did not.
It's to discourage you from using it. That's ultimately what it is to be like, yeah, you can do this because it's in other games at the time. It's in cover shooters that were starting to like be formed around the late 90s, early 2000s. It was coming into its own as a genre. But, like, ultimately, it's like the comment I made before. It engenders passivity, right, to stay behind cover. And clearly, the designers at Shiny, and maybe to some extent the Wachowskis, too, who were tuned in to the development of this game, who had input to some extent over aspects of the design, not just the writing, that they were avid game fans. You know, at some point, you have to imagine someone on some level said, man, this cover shooter shit's whack. The Matrix should not encourage it. You should be, like, shoot dodging and using bullet time and pushing that forward momentum as much as possible. And to that end, why not make the shoot from behind cover? Why not make the blind fire, like, truly blind fire? Why not make it as ineffective as it would realistically be?
See. I don't know what happened to our flashlight, by the way.
Yeah, this would be a great time to have it.
Oh, there it is.
Wasn't quite dark enough before. It's got to be conditional. It's got to be contextual, you see.
Yeah.
I'm someone who, if a game gives you a flashlight, I have that flashlight on at all times. Much to the chagrin of people I play with, apparently. I know people that's really annoyed, and it's just like, why do you have that on? It's not even dark. I'm just like, yeah, but I want, like, the most visibility. I want to have, like, the easiest time possible distinguishing people from the background or distinguishing objects in the background. I hate dark corners. I thought you were going to die on that ladder, honestly.
Yeah, so that's why I use the focus, because I think it helps a bit with taking damage.
Video Game King asks, how did you play Doom 3? With the fucking duct tape mod. That's how, back in the day. I was one of the many.
Yeah, it reminds me of a lot of, like, modern Resident Evil, where the flashlight's only usable when the character's like, yeah, I'm gonna take it out now, and I'm not a fan of that.
No, not at all. Because they're never making the decisions when I would. It's a disconnect between the player character and the player. Oh, that was sketch. That was so fucking sketch bag.
My stomach turned.
Professor Gaskin says, Cass will never stream Call of Cthulhu because the title has dark corners in it. Referring, of course, to Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth, which is definitely a game we will play. Oh! Well, at least we got a nice 360-degree view of this model. Put that in the trophy room.
Oh, hang on. There we go. I called a hacker once this big. Okay,
Oh, this is bad. You should get back inside the pipe, honestly. You're gonna be more protected. Oh, okay, there's space behind there. All right, you're good.
See that? No recoil I had to deal with there. What are you doing, Niobe? I'm assuming... No. Oh, okay, now she wants to do it, okay. She had to set a T-pose first.
Get shot a couple times, no biggie. Oh, my stomach!
What?
The vest saved him. Gascon says, it's so funny to me to have a Matrix game that's this low rent. It all looks so fucking crummy. I disagree. This looks fine. Is it the most visually impressive game? No, it was developed under the gun, to be sure, but like, it's doing a lot of like interesting stuff. It's cohesive. It looks fine for what it is for this generation. Like the production, like the money, that money was spent elsewhere in the production of this game.
Oh, for sure.
And
like
tying it into the
They cut all the filming, and also I think from what I read, how much they had to pay to get Keanu Reeves to do his tiny cameo that we'll see at some point. There you go.
It's a weird looking Mac 11 in the thumbnail, at least. I never remember the receiver on it being that long, extending that far back. I could just be misremembering what a Mac looks like, what a submachine gun looks like, but this being as dark as it is, and the flashlight turning on and off, and being so claustrophobic, this is a bad place to fight.
Yeah. Aha, stealth kill. Never saw it coming.
Yeah, I would not be thrilled having to play this level, to say the least.
Yeah, they're behind grates. You're not then? Whatever.
Yeah, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah. Can't hear me, I'm in the pipe now. Like, yeah, even my vague memories of playing this would have been like 2003, 2004. This was a level I don't have fond memories of. And I get why sewer levels happen. It's just that it's the most, like, developer way you can make a level. The way, like, sewers are laid out. You can just do room, corridor, square room, platform. And that's why you would see so many sewer levels in video games.
Yeah. To be clear, that is, like, you know, a proper explanation for folk who don't... who wonder why so many games have sewer levels despite it being such like a running joke. It is because they're exceptionally easy to design for. They're an exceptionally easy way to pad out your game. Because it takes a minimum of work to, you know, design maybe like a small handful of textures that you'll reuse across everything. The layouts are relatively straightforward unless you want to make it a maze. It has that flexibility. And also, it forces close quarters combat in a lot of cases. It forces you to engage with mechanics that, you know, in wider open spaces in some games you want to break up. There are reasons to put a sewer level in a video game, but usually those reasons are outweighed by good sense and good taste. Don't go that way, I guess.
Yeah. Though, interestingly, there did seem to be like a health kit across the way.
Not to spoil anything or to, I guess it would be hinting. I guess it would be, would hacking, the hacking game, potentially change things in this level?
I have to check the list of cheats. There are some levels that you can add weapon, like, stockpiles to. I don't think you can do anything as dramatic as, you know, stopping this from blowing up. But if I pull the sniper rifle... Hang on. I don't know why she put it away.
Rowan Fresh with a very good point. At least you don't have to smell them when you're playing in a sewer level.
That's true, yeah. We don't have smell-o-vision yet. Will that be the next big development? I don't know if I'm... Okay. I was worried that was just going to be a death pit, but... We're all good. See, you run faster with the guns away, but then it will be a pitch black image, so... Oh, great. Back here.
Okay. Alright, so we're back in. Explosions happening, fighting. The promise of the Matrix combat in this game, you know, it's being lived up to in the sense that you're doing slow motion stuff, but this isn't really cinematic, these fights that you're having in the sewers. These are more traditional video game encounters.
Yeah,
do you, like, feel a difference? Does it, like, affect your enjoyment any of the gameplay when it is so disparate from, like, what we were starting the game doing? From those familiar locales and such?
Not too much. It's one of the things where you wouldn't really make a shooter like this anymore, but because the aiming is mostly automated, you're mostly just focused on the mobility and how you're moving through levels and through combat encounters. I wonder.
Well, wonder somewhere where you're not getting shot to death. Yeah, there you go.
They said, yeah, they said something about the fan, which. Huh? Did I do that? Well, hey, it worked. I'll take it.
Every little bit helps. This is seriously fucking plotting at this point. It's really hitting me, just like.
And the music's trying.
It's trying its best to like make something out of this. Yeah. To keep you invested, to keep you engaged, but it's a hard sell, man. It's
that
tough.
Grenade throw? There we go. Just let's play safe. We don't want any game overs. Yeah, just vibing as you do. I think that did actually kill them all though. That grenade. Yeah, it got the fan.
Here's a question from Louise PSC. Again. Does Ghost also have as long and miserable a sewer level?
I don't have fond memories of it, but that will be a question for next time when I've I do catch up with his campaign.
Yeah, I'll be curious how you feel about replaying this section of the game when all is said and done, having to go through this for another hour without the benefit of an audience at home, without the benefit of people watching. I will say that, you know what was good about doing the stream thing? Is that it gives me impetus and motivation to play games that I otherwise would not suffer through, that I would just fall off of otherwise. And it was the same thing with like writing articles for the site, right? That it's like, well, I gotta finish this because I want to write about this. I want to say something about this. So I will endure this 12-hour sewer level in the middle of the game in hopes that there's a bright light at the other side of the tunnel or something that I can write about. But, there are still times where you know, the other end of that is that you're streaming and you're concerned with like, oh my god, how long has this level been going on for? Yeah. Are viewers dropping off? Oh no, bag. No, bag.
I'm not happy with myself there. I know what I did wrong there. I thought I had more focus than I did, which gives you bigger jump in fins.
Bag.
No, I'll take the blame on that.
Oh.
I mean,
I see that
know
bridge explode again, right?
Yeah. Because I could just.
I will ask, how strictly necessary is combat? How strictly necessary? I'm not saying like, you know, don't shoot anyone.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. It definitely depends on the area. Like, yeah, I'm gonna. It's mainly a you know, a big great example, original Doom and Doom 2, where you can go through those levels without killing a lot of well, even not even just pacifist, just like not many kills, just only what seems necessary, but you're risking a lot of damage. I don't know what happened there.
Big boom happened. What you're primarily risking is starting a train, as we would call it in MMOs, where you have a train of enemies following you at all times.
Yeah. Okay, luckily there's health in here. I remember that.
Small miracles. I will also say, just for the sake of the stream, that yes, Charky went AFK a little while ago. It has been a while. Hopefully they'll be back soon. They were hoping to do it subtly, but you can't not talk for 30 minutes and just not acknowledge it.
Alright. Just gonna let the focus go back. There we go. That should be enough.
If I were that dude, I would have started shooting. I would have started shooting as I was approaching, instead of just waiting to be like right in the sight, right in the middle of the crosshair.
Yeah, but proper discipline. You got to plant your feet before you shoot.
Is that so?
Not like these hackers.
That guy was sleeping on the job, just straight up. Standing up sleeping, too.
There we go. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I think your grenade missed. I think it went a little low.
Yeah, the throwing grenades being on hold triangle.
And not having a clear trajectory either.
Yeah. Oh, one of them fell off the bridge. There we go.
It didn't even look like you shot that guy. It looks like he just kind of like... He missed his cue.
Yeah.
So he died a little early. Do you feel like the sniper rifle is the best choice for these encounters rather than like something fully automatic?
Not anymore, but in some parts, yeah.
And dual pistols is always the right answer, if you ask me.
It is pretty good because, you know, they reload quick, the fire rate. Okay, so this was the awkward bit because there's that guy there.
He's probably the smartest of all these enemies. He took like an actual, honest-to-God defensive position.
Yeah. And here we go. You do have better accuracy when you're in the focus mode. Okay.
Amball Gang says, reloading dual pistols is quick. Yeah, in a video game it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I hate this. I'm so fucking nervous about this, even though I know you know what you're doing.
Yeah, as long as I keep the focus meter high.
It sucks that they even make you have to make that jump into so like there's a bottomless pit underneath it. When the checkpoint is that far away, you know?
And it's weird because some levels don't have mid-level checkpoints. They just do it where the level cuts.
Oh, go back in. Go backwards. Go backward.
I can hide here.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. They'll never think to check in here.
Where'd she go?
Ooh.
Yeah, it would make this a little more intense, and probably, like, you know, if they kept shooting while they knew where you were, like, if you were behind cover, like, we know she's behind there, and so even if all the bullets are missing, if they're ultimately keeping that pressure on...
Well, kind of the problem with this level design of this one is when we were in the post office in the lobby, enemies actually would, not ambush, that's not the right word, but they would... Oh, he went down the...
Down the hole you go.
He did.
You're coming with me.
Yeah. But they would, you know, try and get around the side of you, so you couldn't just stay in cover all day. There we go. There's flank. There we go. Good flank steak.
I like how all these level names are just the names of the characters you're about to save, which also implies that there's still more fucking sewer level.
Yeah. The exit's at the bottom of this room. Did that really need to be apostrophe S?
No, but but I've made my mistakes with apostrophes too. I've committed some apostrophe crimes in my time.
Okay. There we go. At least the health regen is quick. Oh, I see where they are. Okay. They love the trumpets in this soundtrack. Just so much of this soundtrack is...
At what point, as a game developer, designing your 3-hour-long epic sewer level, do you realize that maybe you've been dragging it on a little bit too long? At what point do you realize that you need to tighten this shit up? That this level has so far been longer than it would potentially take some players to play the entire, what you covered in the first episode of the game.
Yeah. Well, this is also one of the unfortunate things going back to games of this era is that a certain amount of runtime was considered part of like the value of a product.
Yeah, what a fucking great metric that is.
Yeah, there are so many games that you would play, and they'll just be like, "Oh yeah, no, this was put in because someone said, well, this has to be like 16 to 20 hours long."
Which is why I've never given any sort of credence, never put much stock in the value to time played ratio, whatever the fuck people call it. Cost to time. Yeah, it's if all it means is that it encourages bad like design, if it encourages developers just to artificially extend gameplay past the point where it needs to be to engage in repetitive design and whatnot.
Sorry, I just like that these two like didn't hear any of that gun. Whoa,
they heard that somehow. They heard you dismount.
I somehow got back on there for just a brief second though.
A brief, beautiful moment in time. Watch out, she's doing flippy shit.
I like how when you're doing the kill animations, they just wait. Like I don't want to interrupt her. There you go.
No, she's cooking. Let's see where she goes with this. Let's see where.
The worst argument I saw for the whole like time and cost thing was someone who argued that it should be a literal dollar to hour ratio.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not one to tell people what games they should and shouldn't enjoy. I mean, I am. I guess that's my entire raison d'etre. So who am I lying to here? But like ultimately, like I respect people's ability to respect different aspects of design. People who, for them, the value proposition is I'm spending $60 in a game. I want to, every second of it. It needs to be this long. It needs to be twice as long, 3 times as long as a movie for that price, or whatever the case may be. People who have to math that stuff out, logic it out in their head. How could anyone look at a level like this and be like, no, cool. I'm getting my money's worth by playing this level. Yeah. I love the fact this goes on for 30 hours because it just means I'm getting my money's worth.
Yeah, mind you, this is a game where you've got 2 characters who have slightly different levels and actions.
So you'd have to replay all this. Yeah. If you wanted to maximize your dollar per hour ratio, whatever the fuck.
Okay, that was cool though. All this music. Oh.
And these columns that get destroyed when you shoot them too. So finally we have something here.
I'm back in. This was enough. I've turned a 360, brother. Just give me some funky techno beats, an amen drum loop, and some divey shoots. You got me.
She's vibing. She's listening to the music. She's getting herself pumped up. She's waiting for the right beat to come in on.
Why don't you put your gun away? There we go.
Didn't think I needed it anymore.
Whoa, whoa. Get back here. There we go.
I was gonna kick your ass. I tend to live up to that promise.
I am a bit of a sucker for this really dated, like 2000s action movie music.
No, man, it's great. It's perfect for what this is. It's perfect for a sewer shootout in the year 2003 on your PlayStation 2 or Nintendo GameCube or Xbox. Or
as blatantly lobby as this is like genuinely the best part of the level so far.
Not much to compare it to. I mean, it's
like look at that.
Oh. If there had been a few more rooms like this along the way.
Can you tell the combat encounter's done?
A definitive end, a decisive end. If there had been a few more sections like that, maybe, just maybe.
Oh, yeah, Magic Meow says, music like that makes me think of demo discs. That's probably why I like it so much. Like, probably like half of my gaming memories from like the PlayStation 1 and PS2 era is just demo discs. Like, there are a lot of games I've played hours of and I've never owned the full game. And yeah, that's very PlayStation Underground, official UK magazine.
The sound of a generation.
Yeah.
The soundtrack of an era.
I can hear a Japanese developer bragging about sleeping under their desk. as the beat goes on. Okay, I think we're... There we go.
Malachi! I'll cover you.
Oh, here. The gang's all here. Ballard, Bane.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's even covering my
your offensive grenade meter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring in Ice and Corrupt and
welcome back,
Jeffrey.
It was impossible to not mention the fact that you were AFK, by the way. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Trying to think of some like good bad hacker names. Dongle.
Wi-Fi.
No, Wi-Fi is actually not that bad.
Divix.
Trigger Serious.
Yeah. Syntax error. Viper. Razor.
You finally made it, friends.
Thank you for the raid, Muware.
Extension cord.
Don't mind us.
That's a good one.
We are just playing
Ox.
through the world's longest sewer level. Not the world's longest sewer level, but fuck, it feels like it. Is it over?
Extension core, but the X isn't where you think it is.
Wow, she moved like they did.
Get out of here. We'll draw them away.
I don't know what's going on with the lighting in this scene.
There's also some stuff popping in and out.
Yeah.
This is definitely a little rough, this whole scene here.
You don't see that way he was running with the steady cam.
There's one.
Thank God he's not that far behind.
I am the Keymaker, and you are not meant to die here. You must hurry.
You're meant to die in here. Hurry.
There we go.
I'll get him next time.
Could have got us out that level earlier. Okay, give it a minute. We will. I'll paint a picture here.
Where'd they go?
Let's hack in.
Where are we?
The matrix is structured.
It might take a bit, but it will come up. I don't know why it hasn't yet, actually.
Substructure. We're standing in a programmer's maintenance passage.
Why hasn't it come up yet?
This is bad.
Escaped.
There we go.
I have been held captive in a chateau in the mountains by an exile.
I don't know why these cutscenes have to play in a different resolution, but apparently they do.
You will find I lack the virtues of both tolerance and...
Oh, yeah, this guy.
Au travail.
I can't believe they got him back for Resurrections.
He cannot keep...
No more fooling around!
Video Game King redeemed a Be Kind Rewind. Can't do that. This isn't an emulator. This is real hardware.
Oh,
they said go back to the sewers. Is what they wanted us to do.
The one. Will you bring it to him?
I mean, hey, if you want to go and play Ghost's version of the sewers, I won't stop you.
Anyone moves.
There's a helicopter in there.
Or Jackson Pollock.
Drop it.
Who are these cool dudes with attitudes?
Just in time. You didn't think we left that door unlocked by accident, did you?
Uh-huh. I think he did.
Who the fuck are these dudes?
They feel like they came from a Matrix fan movie.
This mustn't happen.
It already has.
You must stop them. They'll ruin everything.
What is so important about that key?
The key is integral to the path of the One.
Why don't you just make another one?
Once it is used, it cannot be used again. They will bring about the end of everything.
This haul, it's going to be great. I'm telling you just right now. My expectations for it, going to be great. Fucking finally, something from the movie again.
Kidding.
Oh, copy.
Yeah.
Right
Yep.
Let's
This
get
was
us
on my
copyright
iPod
flag.
as a teenager.
Yeah. Club to death. Oh,
And it's done.
yeah.
Until it plays throughout the entire level. Until it's...
There was an era of like TV where just like you wanted like a dramatic moment, they would use that song. I don't know why. I guess it was just like really cheap to license. It's like that and Hotei's a fight with a battle without
honor,
Battle without
humanity.
honor, mercy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so one thing. Okay, I've been wanting to show this off since the start of the stream. Is I was looking up some stuff, and you've seen the way you can open doors normally. I found out you can focus open a door.
Hell yes.
So I think we might be at around the part of the game that I was teasing in the first episode, as in the thing that I remember from this game, where it's like, oh, we're doing this now? Okay, I guess we're doing this now.
I'm trying to figure out why you can go in all the... Oh, not that one.
Why not just have all the doors be inaccessible? There's nothing in the... Like, you know, realism, I guess.
Are these doors opening in both directions?
Yeah, this is it.
Fair point. Yeah. Oh, jump kick the door. That's a good question, Elvis.
All right, and that was the Great Hall. Thank you. That was the end of that set piece. We will not be returning to that lobby room. We will not be
the
getting
attic.
That
this
fight.
is the level.
Anbolgan asks, "Is that the crow?"
We already did our Crow City of Angels playthrough. Please.
I know I should take you to the Merovingian, but the thing is, he might just kill you.
Oh, I'm glad he woke us up for that. Yep, I've definitely never played this campaign before, because this took a very weird turn that I was not familiar with.
Just a reminder, this is supposed to be a Matrix video game, right?
This is the Matrix,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess this is the logical endpoint of like goth nightclub aesthetic stuff.
Oh yeah, no, the Matrix Reloaded like double down on that stuff.
Ow, my hand. Okay. You could have gotten up like a normal human. You have stakes now. We're doing vampires.
Yep.
Huh.
This. If you told me like, hey, remember Enter the Matrix? My first thought was always, oh yeah, the game with the vampires? Yeah.
Jesus. Strange. I mean, I guess there's ghosts, like the what is it, like the two ghost guys in the Reloaded movie. So I guess it's not entirely.
There's only one ghost in this one.
I mean, it actually is a quite big plot point in the second film. These are supposed to be leftover programs from older versions of the Matrix that were able to like slip through the system and transfer between them. And it's supposed to be like the explanation for why there's mythology around like vampires and werewolves and ghosts.
But how do wooden stakes work? What makes a wooden stake work against these guys? What's the logic there?
Well, they're just programmed that way.
They're vampires.
Okay. The staking is pretty automatic. Whoa!
Yes. It's kind of like the Buffy the Vampire Hunter or Vampire Slayer game in that way.
This guy got some sick moves. And sick
some
music.
Sick guitar. Yeah. Oh, he did the Matrix dodge.
Get up.
Yeah. Check out my moves.
Like watching Mortal Kombat Deception at twice speed.
This is simultaneously awesome and just like the jankiest shit I've ever seen. This is one of those games where as you're playing it, you can believe it, you can like buy into it, you can enjoy it, but like when you're watching it happen in front of you, it just looks like the goofiest shit.
I'm just appreciating
Come
it.
on! Animation priority, as they say.
Yeah, reportedly, this game was not finished in time.
No! You wouldn't know to look at it.
Oh no, I need my focus back.
You need to go for a jog, just focus for a bit.
Oh, see that though? Ducked under the jump kick.
Is this another
I mean,
instance
you
where your health doesn't
can kind of
regenerate?
cheap out on parries. You can just mash the block button.
I'm Headful says, what is this Papa Roach ass instrumental? I wish. Yeah, make this like Mech Assault.
Your mother, get up! You might get down with the Matrix! That's Papa Roach, right? No, they're Last Resort. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, other point of reference being Mech Assault 2, where like the first boss of that game has Papa Roach getting away with murder with full lyrics for the boss fight.
Snickering, chuckling, etc.
Etc. Yeah.
Hurry, you don't have much time.
Smooth.
Whoa.
Woo. Got you out of that set piece as quick as possible.
Now, you still have the stakes. There's more vampires to slay.
I think this guy's playing with tank controls.
God, I knew I had already taken my Ritalin earlier today. Shit, now I'm gonna be fucking wired all night.
Oh, I'm stealthing. What is wrong with him? You can tell he's one of those busted programs. There we go.
You kicked him so hard the game froze up for like a second on stream.
There we go.
Despite everything, this really doesn't feel like a Matrix game anymore during this whole thing, this vampire shit. I know it's tied into the lore of the movies, but boy howdy, this is.
Like, literally, like, every memory I have of this game, besides the hacking thing, is just this stage. This stage is the entirety of the Matrix to me.
So, if I remember right, Chuck, you said you've not seen the second Matrix film.
I have not.
No.
So this just happened, as far as I was concerned, this was like, oh, okay, I guess we're doing this now in the game, Vampires.
It's just, yeah, because they you know, it's not a huge part of it, but it is a aspect of the second film. These anomaly programs from the past one, so I can't imagine how confusing this would have been.
Oh no, I wholeheartedly accepted it. I was ready for this.
Persephone's bedroom. Is she the one who's flirtatious, who makes Neo kiss her in the third movie? Persephone.
I really don't remember, but I know the actress. She's in Twin Peaks: The Return as herself, because David Lynch, and she's also in 007 Skyfall.
Oh yeah.
There you go. So I think this is an example of a drop room that if you do the hacking minigame, you can put more stuff into.
What are all the vampires doing in Persephone's bedroom? I think that's the real question here. Oh, Monica Bellucci says.
There we go.
Okay, yeah, okay. This is a song that plays when you fight in a woman's bedroom.
When you fight vampires in a woman's bedroom.
Yes.
Basically. It's a totally different track. Vlad.
Fuck off.
It's a totally different track if you're fighting a werewolf.
Watch out for his son, Dlav. Or Dolv.
So that's how you can tell he's a vampire, because the guns don't work.
Dolph Ziggler.
I do like his boots.
Yeah.
Boots with the straps on them. Sick.
Okay, Vlad, hang on, I need some focus.
Watch out, he's catching up.
Oh. Okay, that was
Yeah, imagine me. Magic Meow's asked, did Nick Gordon compose this?
Some of his early work. Sick whip.
Okay, you say you don't remember this, Johnny. When you played it.
No, it was specifically the bit where she was tied up for some reason with the candles. I'm pretty sure that does not happen to Ghost.
I did like you jumping on the bed for a second there.
Yeah. Well, I'm normally not allowed to outside the Matrix. They don't let you.
I can't imagine what would happen if I tried to jump on this bed I'm on right now. First of all, as a grown-ass adult. And secondly, like, this bed frame is not like a real bed frame. It is basically held together by throwing out pieces of wood from the Home Depot or something. And just lately, just turning over has made the entire bed like start creaking and making noises. So I fully expect to fall straight to the floor one of these days while doing this stream.
Could happen. But we need to get you that goddamn desk.
Yeah, I know.
I was gonna make a bed messer joke for the benefit of absolutely no one besides Bag, maybe. I don't know if there's any mixes for Sean Chatfield fans in the chat, but...
Oh, good job, Knight. There we go.
There it is.
It's as dumb as it is, like, legitimately just doing this when I need more focus is the best
strategy. Yeah, it's really the only recourse you have.
Yeah.
Video Game King says, I think I remember the bed breaking during one of these streams. Yes, I'm pretty sure, like, one of the slats fell off of the supports. Which happens a lot. Maybe I should show budget a bed. I don't know. Think about it.
Okay, we're almost there. Oh yeah, right, don't do that move. He's immune to jump kicks.
Alright, stake him. Screaming, dying, etc.
Alright, now there's no one to stop you jumping on the bed as much as you want. No
Yeah,
vampires, no parents, no rules. Just right.
Died.
Ah.
You should have died.
I love this animation is in here.
I think he should have golfed it up and like died like Paul Rubin's character in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the film, where he's just sitting there going, for like 2 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
Open one of these doors, you end up in the Alps, just like in the movie.
Sure.
Unfortunately, even though you still have the stake, I think that was the last vampire to slay.
The last vampire on Earth. Of a Dali Versace
just
production.
remember that. Okay, you cannot jump kick through those things.
No, unfortunately not.
Now, which movie had the better fight scenes? The Last Vampire on Earth or the Return of the Matrix? Matrix Reloaded. Jesus, wept.
Was there literally any fight in The Last Vampire on Earth?
There's a scene where they're gonna burn the vampire guy at the stake, and the lead protagonist lady shoots someone with a gun.
That's not really a fight, is it?
Well, that's all I got. Okay, so is that scene better or worse?
That's why I asked. Oh wait, no, still vampires. Still vampires. Okay, good. Because I don't want this to end.
No, I think this is maybe not vampire. Hang on.
No, this is a Frankenstein's monster. There's also a whole.
Well, if he's not a vampire, then he's going to be
stance.
immune to wooden stakes.
Well, see, I think his stance is an indication he's not a vampire.
I feel like that's some sort of ghoul stance.
I think it's maybe supposed to be a werewolf.
Well,
But
stakes
no, I'm not
work
quite
either
sure.
way.
Yeah. But there are definitely werewolves in the Matrix canon. Oh.
Hello, Spirit Halloween.
I turn my back for 1 second and you disappear into the mountains. What happened back
Sparks, I need your help.
then? And Ghost needs yours.
What?
He's in pretty bad shape, Captain. They're holding him somewhere in the lower levels, but for the life of me, I can't figure out how to get there from where you are. There's something wrong with that place. The architecture is all screwed.
Where's the last place you saw him before they took him to the lower levels?
The library.
Wait, I had more stuff to say.
I really thought that's where this section ended, was for that one boss fight. Okay.
I don't know where I
got
got
this proven wrong.
I don't know where I got this crossbow from. I'm happy to have it.
Oh, it was behind the phone, you say? You picked it up off the desk. What the Merovingian was doing with it, who knows?
Yeah, I'm going to send you this crossbow as an attachment on this landline.
You only get 3 bullets worth, though.
Really? Well, I don't know who made that Monty Python reference, but apparently wasn't anyone in the room.
Someone in the game world. I guess this level, what this really exists to do is to accentuate like the melee combat, right, with the wooden stake combat, and then they give you this limited ammo for the crossbow, and be like, if you're gonna use it, you're gonna use it sparingly.
Yeah,
this is
just straight up tell you like your guns will not work. So.
Yeah, bullets don't work, but this crossbow, which fires much slower than a bullet would move, this is the ticket. There's no way they can dodge this.
Okay, what is a crossbow if not like a rapid delivery service for wooden stakes?
And I'm just saying that if they're dodging the bullets, how is it easier to dodge a bullet than it is to dodge a stake?
All right, question. Are they dodging the bullets, or are they just like, oh, your bullets mean nothing to me?
Oh, nothing. They mean nothing. Yeah.
Okay, fair point then. That's fair play.
But legitimately, I think with werewolves, I think the silver bullet fin does work. Okay, I'm gonna reference this because maybe we will look at Path of Neo at some point. There is a fight scene in that game where you break into a room like this, and the movie is playing on the screen, and you're fighting like in front of the projector of the movie. I think it's like an extended fight with the I don't know his character's name, but it was the one who was supposed to be played by Jet Li at some point, but they couldn't get him.
You have to go through the other door that you tried first. Is that
oh yeah, it's open now. Yeah, I see.
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember the name of the actor or the character, unfortunately.
Yeah. But that's one of the things I've seen.
By the way, because there's a crossbow and because I'm contractually obligated to do this, I'm sorry, this is just one of those things I have to do. Took the hardwood. See, that's a reference to Daikatana, to the crossbow in that game, where if you kill someone in multiplayer in an Insta-Gym match with the crossbow in that game, you will hear someone's disembodied voice, the announcer voice, saying, "Took the hardwood! Took the hardwood!" And so if it's a high kill rate match, if it's a highly dense match, then you'll hear that every second. By the way, you're out of crossbow bolts.
Yep. What is that sound I keep making? Listen. Oh, I stopped now. Right when I noticed it. I think I was reloading my arms or something. Oh.
Johnny, you ever play that Buffy the Vampire Slayer game? Like the first one?
Not the first one, no. That's Xbox only, I think. Maybe a PC version.
Yeah, I think it was Xbox only.
Yeah, no. When I get that sorted. Oh, interesting. I could open that door, but the loading stopped me. It's interesting how short some of these levels are. Like
I think it's just about like what they needed to like put in VRAM for them. I think it's just straight up like what they needed to, rather than like a decision based around like pacing it out than timing it.
What?
What? Whoa.
Well, yeah, to what Johnny was saying.
I just assumed, oh, I'll go that way. That door opened.
I think that was correct.
What?
Oh, wow. This might be optional.
I've been watching you. You're looking for your friend.
The resolution didn't fuck up.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna help me. I can have this room full of my husband's men in a heartbeat if I wanted to. But that wouldn't serve either of us, would it?
What do you want?
A long time ago, I did not even know what that question meant.
I didn't speak English.
What do you think about?
I'm gonna open my stream
I
stack
see
while
that
this is
you
going.
care for your friend a great deal. If they were to die, you would feel such terrible pain. To be honest, I do enjoy the taste of tears. But there is something I enjoy so much more.
You ever play Wordle? I love it. It's giving me a reason to live, a new outlook on life.
I only play Dordle, double Wordle.
Very deep inside you. Hidden, perhaps from yourself. But I see it. There. Creating such heat. Back off. You're in love. Are you not? If you want me to help you, all you must do is kiss me. As though you're...
Good for them.
Oh!
What? If you kiss me...
Yeah, she does do this to... It's either Neo or Trinity.
How about I
Does it to Neo.
instead?
In the third movie.
Afraid to kiss a woman, are you? You're not a woman. You're not even human.
Come on, Niobe.
Or maybe you'd rather let your friend die. Fine. Oh God, it was awful. Check my kneecaps instead. Okay, wait. Don't.
Let me try again, Mulligan. I wasn't ready. Oh, really?
Yeah, so the Wachowskis directed a movie called Bound, starring Jennifer Tilly, and that's a lesbian thriller as well. So they were always serving this stuff. They were always good for them. God bless them.
So what happens if you play as Ghost?
Your lover is a man. What's his name? Jason. No.
It's a shitty hacker name.
No, it's not.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
Jason knows. Come with me.
I actually don't know who Jason is, and I've seen all the films.
I bet Jason is Ghost, right? That's just his real name. That's my guess.
Vidogen King asking if I ever played 89 Denu Kyosei Yoronai. Yes, on the Famicom. That is a fortune-telling cartridge for the NES.
I played
released only in
Taboo.
Japan.
I played Taboo: The Sixth Sense for the NES. Close enough.
Except the thing about 89 Deno Kyosu Yoronai is that it has a bunch of other tests in it, including a romance tester, so you can test your compatibility with like a significant other. By the way, you just destroyed $3,000 worth of wine there, you fuck.
I looked it up. Jason is Jason Locke, according to the wiki, the commander of all Zeon Defense Forces.
Okay.
Zion, rather.
He's probably in the third film then. So I
he's
want to
in
highlight this.
The second and the third.
Okay.
So
I'm going to highlight this because I don't know if you've seen the video yet. There's a YouTube channel Rerez did a video recently about ice buckets in video games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shout out
This,
Shane.
But and the Matrix was in the video. 0 out of 10.
To put a closer, to put a cap on that 89 Deno Kyosei Yoronai thread, because when else are we going to mention this fucking game? So it has like a romance compatibility thing. So you can put in your name, gender, age, your sign, whatnot. And, if you're a girl, you can say, here's the boy I want to, test my compatibility with. But if you are a guy seeking guy or girl seeking girl, as soon as it would take you to the screen that would tell you the compatibility, instead there's a fake error code on the NES, then cuts to, like, these screens, like, these illustrated drawings of either, like, two, like, kind of, like, like, hairy-looking Shelby dudes kissing each other, and before it says, sorry, this is run to a fatal error, and then kicks you back to the menu, or if it's the girls, it's, like, very, like, pretty anime ladies kissing before it kicks you out of it, but ultimately they refuse to give you any sort of...
Oh, shit, it's Jotaro Kujo.
I thought it was gonna be a dog. I thought you were gonna fight an actual dog here. Which was a stupid thought for me to even have. Like, what was it?
Vampire dog.
I mean, cool arena for it.
Oh, yep.
This is...
Whoa, whoa! He's zip zoom there.
Yeah, it's got that vampiric speed. Actually, this music is kind of giving me like Metal Gear Solid 2 vibes a little bit, tiny bit.
Steve Small screaming saxophone.
Yeah, I'm thinking like vamp fight here. Just with like 100% less mechanics to it.
Now, could you destroy the wine bottles to really piss him off in this?
Listen to all this vocals to this track.
Tried it, didn't like it. I didn't like it, and this shit slipped out of me, so...
Yeah.
Do you want to know how to get in touch with Grimbeard? Tell him about a thing he needs to cover?
All things in due time.
I like how
Why
this
is
one's
this guy
just
so green? Yeah, it's... Like I said, Frankenstein's monster. It's a mouche-bouge of horror-inspired icons here.
Whee! Oh.
I told you.
Well, these have got blue mist in them, though.
Good year.
Maybe they're bottles of nitrogen.
You've heard of red wine, you've heard of white wine. You ready for blue wine?
Oh, that's just Boone's Farm wine.
Boone's...
You never heard of that? That's that you get that like at shit like Walmart. It's like really cheap, quote unquote, wine, but it's like blue Hawaiian and it's like a neon blue color.
Yeah, no, I just...
You never had any of that. That is, I think that's the only wine I've ever drank out of a bag. Just because it felt like, yeah, this is probably how I should be drinking this.
Furkung in chat says the classy broads MD 4040.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just drink whiskey.
That is the that is the best way to describe it, I think.
I guess I'll drink anything technically that you put in front of me.
Yeah. I mean, it's alcohol. That's alcoholic, so it counts.
There we go.
And the camera even showed you what door you need to go through, what door opened up for you. It's fucked that you didn't get the fight in that lobby. Maybe you'll come back to it. Maybe it'll rotate back around to the manor and to that place where I think every player would want to fight in so they can reenact the scene from the movie to some extent.
Legitimately, I'll probably like load up that level and just see like.
Sure, we'll know next time. Cain and Abel. What's next? Are we gonna meet a guy named just straight up like Nosferatu at this point? I mean, we had Malachi in the other fucking stage, but he was on our side.
You had Vlad.
Who are you? Oh.
All right, we'll leave you be then.
You look goth enough to be one of them.
Oh, now she's stealthy. Now she's hugging the walls.
You have earned your keep today, mon ami. And as for them, bon appetit.
They missed the character there in the Unicode. Did you see it? They didn't have the accent marks for bon appetit.
Why'd you tell him about the key? What was I supposed to say? That we let the key maker out? You nitwit. I had the whole situation under control.
Whoa! What's your profanity?
He always does. Would have never found out. He would have deleted me.
not a bad idea.
This section goes on way longer than I remember it going. Not complaining. Whoa! Ooh.
I was
no transition.
Guess she just had to do it quickly. I guess she's like doing it in a moment where they're not.
Oh, fight with him. Use him as a weapon.
Oh, if only. Yeah, you go over there.
So I guess
these guys aren't vampires.
They're called Cain and Abel, though. Presumably, this is the Cain and the Abel. Even though they don't get health bars with their names on. Oh, okay. They're helping you. I wonder if you can't kill these guys at this point and you just need to slow them down.
That is, in fact, what the tooltip said.
Okay, is that good enough?
Yeah!
Whoa.
Get your hands off me.
Get your hands off me! I'm acting in a video game.
I don't need to put in much effort.
I'm really hoping I can just
run from point A to point B uninterrupted. Huh?
Where did this cutscene come from?
Oh no, a stun grenade.
Who, what, when, where, why? And watch, that's gonna be the last we see of those two motherfuckers, or those two bumbling idiots. That's gonna be the last time they appear in the game.
Alright, now you carry me.
Take turns.
My friends, I apologize. I could not foresee that our paths were not meant to cross yet. This key will free you from the labyrinth. Until we meet again.
There goes the... These weirdos.
They had some shit floating in front of their heads there. Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Alright, is it time? Is this driving section? Is this where Niobe proves that she's the best driver in the Matrix again? Do we get the sick-ass song that plays during this scene in the movie?
Yes. Here, let's...
Not quite the song from the movie. This sounds cool.
This engine sounds bad, though.
Okay, you grab the first car you can find. You didn't grab the best car you could find.
Again, subtitles indicating someone's talking, but I can't tell who.
See, this is what I would want from a Matrix game, right? Oh, well, maybe not that part.
It's a stressful environment, though.
It's demonstrating.
And the cop car also wanted to demonstrate, too. They were very eager to help out. Like, I know the Matrix is all about its bullet time and its fist fights and you know, some of the gunplay, you know, at least in the first movie. They kind of de-emphasize the gunplay later. But one of my favorite scenes from the Matrix trilogy as well was always just the car chase scene from Reloaded.
There was that... I never played it. There was that Unreal Engine 5 demo thing that was for the Matrix. That I think that was just like a car chase thing that you could play.
Yeah, but you were not driving in that. You were just shooting out the back window.
Right, but it was still, you know, a car chase.
Amazing looking demo, though. And a bummer, it's just a demo.
I still never play. It still should be up, right? It was like a PlayStation 5 thing. Yeah, I never played it.
I will say the performance during this part is definitely suffering, but I guess that's to be expected when this isn't, you know, a purpose-built driving game. engine, and they're sort of like retrofitting or cramming the shit in here. You know, I try not to talk about engines too often because a lot of people mistalk about them, misspeak on them, but...
See how smooth that was?
Operator.
It suddenly became real footage. It's like, as further we play in the game, the more they've worked on it somehow.
Wait, that wasn't the whole car chase, was it?
Apparently that one. I will say, Cass, there's a reason I picked the Niobe campaign. Which I think, based on your previous comment about the car chase scenes, you're like... Also, that was weird. They actually showed what the effect looks like. Yeah.
Gate 3 is standing down. Your path is cleared.
Also, I'll say this now. I can't remember if I mentioned this yet. In part 1, I said there was like over 30 minutes of filmed footage for this. I was wrong. The opening attract mode says it's over an hour. They filmed.
Apparently you weren't wrong.
Look at that.
Oh, true. Yeah.
No nab.
If I was Morpheus, I wouldn't be in a hurry to get back here.
What do you think the commander will do?
I don't know, but I'm staying as far away from that as I can.
Are we gonna have a level in Zion? No, surely not, right?
Don't believe so, no.
I need a moment with you.
I literally just...
When Jones says, it's just like a whole new Matrix movie in your PS2 game. I mean, that was the idea behind this. It's a companion piece.
Wait, the commander guy is Jason?
Yes, I said that earlier.
But I didn't connect that his name was Jason because they never call him Jason in these fucking movies.
Yeah.
I was.
You were in charge of the recall. How could you let this happen?
What do you expect me to do, shoot him?
Yeah, you'd save me the trouble.
Jason, you can have my testimony at the debriefing.
I don't want your testimony.
What do you want?
Your help.
All right.
Tell me why. Why does he do it? Is it because of us?
No. It has nothing to do with you or me. Morpheus does what he believes he has to do.
Then I'll do what I have to.
You can't.
Why?
Because you need him.
The hell I do.
When you saw the tape from the Osiris. Exactly. I thought the same thing. Anybody from this city would. Every damn one of them. Except him. Morpheus believes we will win this war. He makes other people believe it too. And that's why you need him.
How about you? Do you need him?
All I need is a hot shower and something to eat that requires teeth.
Thank you for your candor, Captain.
Anytime, Commander.
Can I see you tonight? After the gathering.
Of course.
Of the Juggalos.
It's not far off. You haven't seen the scene, Sharky, but it's not far off from a Juggalo gathering.
Something wrong?
No, nothing. I'm just tired. I'll see you tonight.
All right.
I'm glad they include a scene like this. I'm glad they have.
Yeah.
A scene that slows things down. Yeah. That gives the characters, that gives the actors a chance to fucking act for, you know, a change in this game.
Thank you for coming so quick.
Again, a wild thing to consider about this is just like how big of a like multimedia project Matrix Reloaded was. Like this having an hour of footage and like its whole story tied in. The Osiris bit they keep referencing, that's from the Animatrix.
I am Seraph,
like
guardian of the Order.
They probably shouldn't have attempted it, but you know, bless them for trying. Like this cross media.
I must apologize. For what? For this.
See, now I'm not so sure. I think this might just straight up be a clip from the movie. But I could be wrong.
I don't remember this scene in the movie at all. I don't remember Seraph interacting with anyone other than...
It's hard to say because I know I have seen the. First, I have to apologize for this in this fight, but I did play this game, so maybe this is where I remember it from.
I think they're also reusing scenes from the movie. Not reusing scenes like recycling, but they're like taking the same concepts, the same lines of dialogue, and having characters use them in multiple scenes.
Yeah, once you said it, it was like, that's why, yeah.
So short. The shadow has already begun to spread.
There's the one, no.
Wait, so who was that guy? Who the fuck was...
A lot of stuff's happening.
Yeah.
Will he succeed?
There are so many.
Yeah, they're cutting all over the place at this point.
There are so many choices and so much fear.
Niobe, I have something to tell you.
I'm pregnant.
Attack the machines using the ship's EMPs.
How many ships?
All of them. Except yours.
What?
I convinced the council that the Logos was too small, the EMP too weak to have an impact.
That's not true.
Maybe, but it's done.
Jason, I am a captain, same as every captain.
I wonder if this guy, if his hacker name is Jason. Like his actual, you know...
The A is a 4.
Like his name in the Matrix was completely different. And he just settled on Jason as a good hacking name.
I just couldn't.
Apparently, his hacker name is Deadbolt.
The truth is, the path of the one is made by the many.
Are there two among you that would answer such a call?
Each of us has our own steps to take.
It is weird how much big plot moments there are in this game that just you would not see if you just only watched the movie.
But one fails.
Oh, but the conversation had gives context to that scene in the... Okay.
Yeah.
What? I told you, all we're gonna do is jack in, contact the Neb, find out what's happening, and jack out. Any questions? No? Good. Then move like you got a purpose.
Just realizing, is this like a 3-person crew?
It's a smaller ship. They, I think, insinuate. Yeah.
Sent to bring you in.
Oh, white
I
suit.
need to talk to Morpheus.
Believe me, Niobe, he needs you.
Where is he?
Just follow the sirens.
Yeah. Okay.
Ghost gets his alternate suit here. Yeah. Here we fucking go.
So yeah, this is one of the main reasons I wanted to do Niobe's campaign. Steak! Sorry, I saw the sign. That just was steak exclamation mark,
Yes,
and I couldn't help myself.
And Mogang says, "Can I say that it's nice to finally have a video game where a black lady's protagonist?" Yeah, no, absolutely. I think it is valid. I mean, the Wachowskis were very committed to like having like diversity and representing characters that wouldn't otherwise be represented in the typical Hollywood movie. I mean, the original protagonist of The Matrix was supposed to be Will Smith before Keanu Reeves got the part.
Yeah. If only this was on Steam, then it could go on a very
a lengthy tirade.
list. Okay, so this is the song you were...
Yes. Which is probably slightly copyright, but whatever.
Yeah, I think that hopefully the car noises will be enough. One.
Ultimately, like, if I have to just, like, fair use this shit on YouTube, I will. It's fine.
Like how that guy tumbled. Steak.
Look at that skybox. Look at the cityscape in the background. That's adorable.
Destroy them.
To put the scope of like how big the Matrix stuff was at the time, This set, this was not a real highway this bit was filmed on. They made a highway set that was like miles long in some like abandoned military airstrip.
It's not as uncommon as you'd think, believe it or not. I mean, it's so much safer than like shutting down like a road, like a real road.
I think for the time though, it was like bigger than anyone had tried for something like this.
So, no, if it was now, it would just be all green screen.
Yeah, sadly. One of my favorite car chases, by the way, there's actually 2 or 3 of them in the movie. But
wait,
the
can
movie...
I guess? Can I make a guess of the movie real quick?
Go ahead.
Bullet?
No.
Okay.
I mean, that's fine, but no, I'm thinking Ronin with De Niro and who's the guy who plays Leon the Professional? Jean-Luc.
Watch TV.
Jean-Luc is all I can remember his name. He was in Onimusha 3.
Yes, he certainly is. Or no, Renault. Is it Jean Renault or is it French guy, French actor?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a great movie, and it has some of the greatest car chases ever committed to film, and they were all filmed with real cars on real roads, driving the wrong way through traffic, which is obviously like very
Didn't tell
tightly
anybody.
choreographed. Yeah. No permits, just right. Not quite.
I don't know how much it came on. There was that car was doing some real goofy stuff behind us.
Yeah, I noticed.
I was kind of wondering. I was like, we're just driving. Nothing's really happening, and it's because apparently these agents cannot keep up with us very well.
You know, this is not quite as exciting as it is in the movie.
No.
There should probably be some cop cars also chasing you.
There was.
Watch TV, said that billboard.
Yeah.
Nothing specific. Just turn it on. See what happens. See what you...
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the billboards, but I love it.
Are they trying to do like a They Live thing where it's just like, you know, once you see past the code of the Matrix, this is how blatant the advertising really is behind.
I mean, that doesn't explain the signs that just say 1. Oh, wait. The 1, Neo. Okay, never mind.
We must return to the primary target, the exile.
The editing is so strange between those film clips they were cutting back and now like these. It's happening in the middle of gameplay, in the middle of a level. At least there's more cop cars. At least there's stuff happening.
Morpheus is on Freeway.
Oh, come on! And the fact that it kills the music too is horrible.
I guess they're trying to like match the editing of the movie there.
I would just personally, I would keep the music playing so at least like the momentum of the scene remains intact, because stopping the music dead every time makes it feel 50 times more abrupt. That wasn't the whole stage, was it? There's gotta be a part due. There's gotta be a...
Yeah, I believe there's more.
Oh, great. We got transition troubles again.
Yeah.
Okay, weirdly, we're back in game now.
I said, can I have your personal processing unit?
Okay, I'll pause because we're on a loading screen now.
Yeah, it's just...
I think it changed resolutions like multiple times there.
Hey, you know what this reinforces in my mind? You know what this this whole fiasco really makes me think? Fuck real hardware.
Oh, no,
this shit is overrated as fuck. This shit is so tedious to broadcast. Now, Johnny, tell us about your real hardware streams that you do regularly.
Yeah, if you're a fan of the screen cannon out there, oh boy, if you come to my stream every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and
before our show,
yeah, many real hardware woes.
Here we go driving again.
I just love how bad this animation is on the wheel.
I was saying like EnviroBear driving.
You know what? One sec. I'm going to check something very quickly.
Go ahead.
This will genuinely only take me a couple of seconds.
Surprise could Bag have in store? No?
Unfortunately, I was not expecting it to work. I just had to very quickly check and make sure this game did not support racing wheels. If I don't check, who will?
The game is still frozen. We're seeing nothing. You need to pause.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, hang on. I can fix that, I think. Why'd that happen?
Black screen?
Yeah.
How you doing, Cass?
I'm doing all right. Okay, it seems to be active again.
Image. Yep.
There
we go. Not doing that again. I mean, with this animation, I was assuming there was going to be proper wheel support.
Yeah, you're assuming it's going to be 1-to-1.
Oh god, okay. I don't know how much it comes across. When I steer like this, it's very obvious these arms are not connected to this.
The body model at all. Yeah. Maybe I wouldn't have put the perspective inside the car there. Maybe I would have skipped having that camera angle for players.
Now you can see why that early level was so calm. Because this is not running well now.
Yeah, but this is what you want still. This is the era where frame rate was rarely, if ever, stable.
Oh yeah, we were very forgiving.
But like ultimately, it's because like they wanted to pump as much cool shit as they could into sequences like this. And like, yeah, you know what? Honestly, I'll take a dip to 20 frames per second if like you're gonna put like 50 fucking cars on screen and have them all shooting at me and try to reenact the scene from the movie the best that you can. You know, maybe not in terms of like the performance and the smoothness of it, but in terms of like, you know, the content of that scene and having the scale of it match. But, you know, subject to taste. And I'm sure in emulation you could probably like, assuming the emulation for this game is good, you can just like force it at 60.
Depending on how the emulation is, yeah, that's the one good thing to come from unlocked frame rate PlayStation 2 games is that you can essentially fix the frame rate. I'm trying to see if I can pit maneuver the cop cars, but it just doesn't seem to work. Also, I don't know if you can see those couple of pixels on top of that semi-truck.
It's Morpheus fighting the agent.
Actually, I think it's one of the Ghost twins. It's either the agent or the Ghost twins. I'm trying to remember.
No, Morpheus fights the Ghost twins with the katana when they're like chasing in the car, and Morpheus cuts the car in half. But the truck bed fight is against an agent.
Oh, yep.
Oh, that sign seemed to fold in on itself.
Actually, probably good you can't see this because this is genuinely just footage from the movie right now.
Great, yeah. Oh, here we go.
I don't know why it's. I do not know why it's so green.
Holy shit!
I have a guide open on IGN, and their screenshots look just as green as this. So I guess that's just how these look. Because yeah, I was checking to see like how long this bit was, and they have a screenshot
heads up, guys.
of that cutscene, and yeah, it is just this green. Why?
I feel like having something lime flavored. I don't know.
Because you see, when it cut to our operator there, that was not green.
Yeah.
Normal streamers saying it's because they're in the virtual world.
Movie.
Yeah, they're in the virtual world, but that's not an excuse for horrible color tinting, for distracting color tinting.
See, he is in the. Keanu Reeves confirmed in the game.
Help me out here. She promised. You heard her. Jack in, find the one, jack out. End of story.
What happened?
It's Morpheus. He just called.
He says he needs your help. Can you imagine what that means? Our help. He's got Neo. Why does he need you?
Good point.
I know you're both listening to me about as much as you're listening to this poll here, so I'll just tell you what I think. I think you just spent 80 or 9 lives getting out of there. And if you turn around and go right back in, I don't think you're just pushing your luck. I don't think you're crazy. I think you have a death wish. A major, full-on Bronson.
Strange reference, Charles Bronson movies.
I ask you to try to think of something that does have meaning. Namely, my life.
Sparks, shut up.
Yeah, you told him.
It's your call, Captain.
Furcombe points out that if it was the future, one dude would remember Death Wish fondly, and only one. He is the one. Sparks.
What are you doing? Niobe, Ghost, thank you for coming. Forgive me my urgency, but as you know, time is always against us.
Bays 1 through 5, fully armed and loaded. Good, we should be in position inside the hour. Captain, can I ask you a question? What do you really think of this plan?
If we stay out of each other's EMP range, if the line holds, and if we're very, very lucky, I think we've got a chance. And most of the time, that's all you get.
Latest projections from seismic.
It's the Death Star. It'll be in firing range. And... oh yeah, this guy. I was wondering what the fuck is this shot, and it's like, oh yeah, this fucking. In case folk don't know, that's Agent Smith in the real world. He inhabits someone's body so he can infiltrate the real world and start doing some shit there. And so he's experiencing pain and sensation for the first time. Is the explanation or the logic behind that?
What could go wrong?
Right.
So means I need to content tag it on YouTube. So means I need to put in that there's self-harm depiction in the video.
Let it be for something, not of something.
Amen.
Base, this is Unit 13.
Go ahead, 13.
I'm looking at a breach in the perimeter fence, Section 431.
Any indication on the number of intruders?
Yes.
Unit 13, please.
That take.
We have intruder activity in and around the construction area.
I like that noise he made.
Yeah, please repeat all after yes. All right, I said.
All right, thank
Okay.
you. Copy that.
So while that was all going on, I've done a bit of like looking ahead of what levels are here. I think this is going to be the stop point because looking this power plant level is about as long as that sewer level.
Ay ay ay.
Yeah, right.
But like that many kind of, you know, like level loads.
Yeah, it's as fine a
So-
time as any. Let's.
Yeah, whereas because the problem is a lot of the later levels are actually really short after that. So I think that would be best to hold next time. Otherwise, we'll be here for like another hour and a half.
Yeah, and we're close enough to the usual
Yeah.
stop time that we might as well. That said, is there any
Okay.
fun hacking stuff you want to show off?
Oh, yep, there is. Yes.
Loading hacking. Loading elite hacks, epic hacks.
Okay. So I did some cooking earlier.
Let me make sure the volume is up for this.
Yeah.
So everyone here can hear your composition.
Oh, so it reads spaces as.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the fuck is this gonna be?
Hold on, I forgot to put the spaces.
You're building anticipation here. I mean,
Yep.
Duh.
Nice.
Spent about like half an hour figuring out how to do that earlier.
Well worth it.
See, I would have been trying to make like the first notes of like the Black Parade.
That'd probably be hard because that's only minor key. And I only have like these 8 notes to work with.
Beep beep boop. Beep beep boop.
Let's see. Okay. There's one more thing I'll probably show just because I want to reference it. Let me see. Oh yeah, here we go. Whoops.
Read me.
Nope. Okay. So I don't know how possible it will be to show some of this stuff. But this text document if you look, it says to go to websites and find secret codes. And it turns out there is an entirely separate ARG outside of this hacking game where you had to go into like hex data on these websites and convert like codes into hex codes. And you used to be able to go to a version of the matrix.com site and the Daniel Institute. That one is definitely gone, so don't go there. That's a domain for sale. But just in case anything's dodgy with it, don't go
And
there.
at the time we're recording this, archive.org and Wayback Machine are still a little spotty. They're coming back online, but
as far as I can tell from everything I looked up, the hacking game is beatable without needing access to these sites. So it's not a Who Framed Roger Rabbit on NES issue. From what I could tell, because there is some old forums where there's an archive of what people found, is there were like interactive behind the scenes stuff on the movie. Apparently like 3D like recreations of sets you could walk around. The forum I found talks about like, oh, you have to disable flash and you have to use like high speed or like some ghetto it's like 2003 internet stuff that I've completely forgotten about. Like to access this stuff. It's
I can say
fascinating
to
read.
So I can say to one point that you said that you don't have to go to a website to solve the end game of the hacking thing, because I remember doing that as when I first played this game. Like, I didn't look up like a FAQ or anything. I just did the hacking thing and got to like quote unquote the end of it. So yeah, this was not required to complete it.
The only game with ARG stuff I ever got into was the Secret World, the MMO, and that wasn't really ARG stuff. They had a web browser in game, so you'd have to go to websites, like real websites in game, to like solve like mysteries and stuff related to mythology and conspiracy theories and stuff. And that's the only time I've ever.
That stuff's very cool, yeah.
I remember I saw people complain about that, like, I'm paying a monthly subscription and I have to go onto the internet to do stuff, like homework outside of the game.
Where's
Why
fucking
am I paying
people's
for a thing?
senses of mystery? Where's their sense of like intrigue and solving puzzles? And it's just, I mean, I don't have it because I barely do ARG stuff. I mean, that's very specifically the point I was making, but I don't know. I think there's a context. I probably would have back in the day been intrigued by this whole thing, by this whole mechanic, by this whole game within the game within the game. I think this definitely speaks to, like, again, the ambition of the team. And I guess the question is, and this is something that isn't really specified, and I wonder if there's anything that would give any sort of indication as to this, but who really pushed for the ARG aspect? Was it Shiny, who headed the ARG stuff here and wove it into the hacking game seamlessly or naturally or as best as they could? Or was it the Wachowskis, or was this a studio promotional decision, or who comes up with the idea to implement this, and then who has to do the dirty work of, like, designing the websites, creating the ciphers, all that sort of stuff?
Yeah. Well, as far as I can tell, like, what people have archived, like, no, I can't find any evidence anyone's archived the actual content, but just people saying, oh, this is what they found. Like, this stuff was built into the Matrix.com. And they mentioned stuff of Philosophy Section, The Matrix, artwork by David Lapham, bonus special audio commentary with concept illustrator Simon Merton, stunt coordinator R.A. Rondell.
I wonder if all this stuff just showed up as DVD extras later down the line.
Yeah, it's that kind of stuff. Also, a reference to something says POD interview, so I wonder if that is the band POD.
God, you would hope so. As far as other hacking stuff, by the way, as far as like, I know there's lots more to show off here, but is there anything fit to show off here as a last note, or was Funky Town the note we're gonna go out on?
I think Funky Town, yeah, like the full playthrough, I think we'll do right at the end, just because that's self-contained.
And then you'll also have to, at a certain point, brief us on how to get the weird multiplayer component working.
Oh yeah.
In emulation, we'll just have to do that in emulation because there's obviously no way for us to...
From what I've looked up, it's very easy. Like, you don't have to complete the hacking minigame to do it.
Okay, very good. So something to look forward to as this concludes even. Do you think this will go for 4 episodes, or do you think the third will handle? I'm fine either way because I am still compelled by this game.
But it just depends how long the final chunk of Niobe levels. Though also, it would make sense to do 4 because then I can find out what the final Ghost levels are like as well.
That is fair. It's just, you had this miserable sewer level in the game, right? That felt like it ran for like 2 hours, but then the game like it brings you back in. It's something about it. It knows what it's doing. It knows when it's failing to do, and it's like, all right, we need to win their trust back. We need to do something now.
I won't lie. Coming in, I had trepidations about how much I would enjoy going back to this, and the sewer level was one of the key memories of like. I don't have good memories of that. So
no, why would you? Yeah.
But I'm like, thankfully, like was very isolated. And yeah, there's just if they just cut like a couple of sections out of it, but yeah, what are you gonna do?
What can you do except say, folks, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching along. Thanks you for entering the Matrix with us once again. We will return with more of this on the next Thursday. We will return on whatever day that lands on. Don't ask me to. 7 days from now. 7 days. I can't do math. I have show jitters. The 24th. The 24th, Thursday, October 24th, we'll continue the more into the Matrix. If it goes into a 4th episode, we will not be streaming Halloween. I'm just going to tell all of you that up front. You are not getting me to stream on Halloween. I am not making that concession. Too scary. Too spooked. So we will have to come back on like the 7th to do a 4th episode in that event. But we also have this Saturday coming up. We are going to have sit-on for a special theme night about vampire games. Vampire games is the theme this coming Saturday. And then Tuesday, 22nd, we'll begin our last October playthrough, our last spooky-themed thing for the month, very likely. I won't spoil that yet. I'm not looking forward to it, though.
I feel like you did already mention it, but maybe we'll continue to not mention it in this case.
Maybe in case I want to change it, in case I want to have that emergency ripcord.
Now, I just want to check, what is the over-under that Sid just replays all those vampire levels on Saturday?
That's going to be a 0. I'm just tempting, is it maybe?
Dodged a bullet on that one, pun not intended.
But yes, we hope to see through to the end of this game. And once this is over, I also want to be like very clear, just in terms of like show format and stuff, that you're not going to be gonzo after that. You're not going to be just like, bye, Bag, thanks for coming on. We're going to also continue to build programs with you in mind, with Sid in mind, with the whole extended Bad Game Hall of Fame family in mind. I just want to make that clear to folk.
I'm out of here, though.
Yeah, Sharky's getting the fuck out. No, I figured it's implicit. I figured it was expected that Sharky would also be.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. But yeah, we will have that as stuff you can look forward to coming soon. If you like what you saw here tonight, by the way, consider subscribing here on Twitch, pledging on Patreon, and joining the Discord server. If you are a paying subscriber or patron, or even a Discord booster, you will gain access to a Patreon Saints channel on the Discord. Please hit him with a link to Discord, thank you. Wherein you can vote on upcoming playthroughs, make suggestions for what you want to see us play, all the things of that sort, all the engagement things that you might expect, as well as just hanging out with us and the rest of our community that we're building up. If you cannot financially support the show, we completely understand. Just consider sharing the videos with folk you know, members of your clergy, co-workers at the water cooler, however it works for you. We have a playlist on YouTube. It's called Suggested Viewing. Got about 20 videos on it. They're videos that we're pretty proud of, that we think make for good sharing, good onboarding for folk looking to see what the channel's all about. So consider pulling something from there. Or maybe a real Matrix fan in your life, a hardcore Matrix fan who's played all the ARGs and who showed up to the movie premiere in a robot costume. The works, and maybe they'll appreciate this playthrough. We leave it to your discretion, dear viewer. And failing that, we just thank you for showing up, of course. and for tuning in and for sticking with us through games like Enter the Matrix. Let's see who is streaming at this hour. Muppet Monster Adventure, being played by Hexymaniac at the moment. Muppet Monster Adventure for the PlayStation.
I played that recently. That was actually something I was doing research on for like Monster Mash, because that was theoretically a mad scientist game. It is a Crash Bandicoot, more or less.
Okay, well.
It's a little Crash, it's a little Spyro.
Sold. Folk, go check that out, see what the hell that's about. I'm looking at this looks like Croc Legend of the Gobos to me, the little backpack.
A little bit of that too.
It's every game. It's every game you could possibly want, every 3D platform you can possibly imagine. So we will raid them. Please let them know that we sent you. Send them our love. That will do it for us, though, here on the Bad Game Hall of Fame for tonight. I have been... What's my hacker name? Crackcity, because I crack into all the code and the program and so on and so forth. We'll workshop it.
I've been Charky with a Z.
That's good. Where does the Z go? You'll never know.
And I've been Syntax Error Johnny Baghead.
Very good. Thank you again, folks, for tuning in. Thank you, Bag, for playing the game, for providing us gameplay. Thank yous all around. Bye!
Good night, everybody.
Toodles.